going on, guys? How we doing? Can we get some hype in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It's your boy, Worthy Prince, coming at ya with another Lords Mobile live stream. Hello, everybody. Yo, I don't know about you, chat, but that song I was just playing, I mean, it's kind of pog. You know what I mean? that song actually gets me going. I have to say, I think I need to do an edit with that song. It's actually pretty good. Let me just lower my volume down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's good. Okay, great. I don't know why that poll is blocking the chat on my screen. It's kind of weird. But it does remind me to let you guys know we do have a poll up in the chat. We are going to be running this poll over the course of this live stream. The question is, can IGG save Lords Mobile? It's a pretty simple answer, yes or no. You guys can be the judges. Already got over 100 votes on that. So while we're doing today's stream, make sure you go in there and have your vote on that. What's up, everyone? Before we start, welcome. Who was first today? We've got Mahmood coming in second in line. Someone is first, but I can't see their name because the poll's blocking it. Sorry. Tasty Licks, what's up? Roman, Alvi, Perk, Elite Lords, Landon. What's up, guys? Hi, Honey. Brutally Pure, good afternoon. Hello, Always Last in the chat. Hello, bro. What's up, Fuzzy Noodle? What's up, Bev? Hi, Matt. What's up, everyone? Good afternoon to you all. Hi, Tabs. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. Okay, today's a big stream. This is a big one. It's quite an important one. It's probably going to be the most important live stream I do for Lords Mobile over the next few weeks anyway, because today we're going to be talking about community feedback. Yesterday, if you saw yesterday's stream, you'll know that I created a new channel in my Discord yesterday specifically for you guys to have your say, so we could address the current state of Lords Mobile and potentially the future updates of the game. Just very quickly summarizing here, we saw, based on the previous I guess conference that IGG done, where they talked about not just Lords Mobile but many of their other games on their platform, that Lords Mobile has shown a 15% decrease in revenue over the course of the last 12 months. Although the numbers show that there's more people playing Lords Mobile, we kind of believe that that MAU number, that monthly active user number that seems to have increased by 3 million since December, most of that's probably bots. We recently set up a new account in a new kingdom to experience Lords Mobile from a new player perspective quite recently, and the experience, I guess, we had was that the kingdom, although it had a few real players there, for the most part the majority was bot accounts in the new kingdoms. The Colosseum was completely stacked with bot accounts, and so this active user number that Lords Mobile have, we believe a high majority of that isn't even real players, it's just people creating bot accounts. The actual player base of Lords Mobile has been on a very slow decline over the last 2 years, and we looked at the updates that IGG's done over the last 2 years, last 4 years. Yesterday we looked at the major updates in Lords Mobile over the last 4 years. We did that in yesterday's live stream, and it's very easy to recognize by looking at the timeline when things came out that the big turning point for Lords Mobile was when Artifacts and Astrolite and the tracker bots all seem to happen in the space of a 3-month period, and that is pretty much what has led Lords Mobile to be on a massive decline over the last couple of years. The slightly concerning thing we saw recently was IGG focusing their efforts on new IPs, which are just reskins of Lords Mobile, albeit zombies, albeit Vikings. It doesn't really matter. The games are the same. It's just reskins with different themes. And they are doing okay, those IPs, but in comparison to Lords Mobile, even though Lords Mobile has dropped significantly over the last 2 years, still brings in way more revenue than those two games put together. And so IGG do have what is still, in my opinion, one of the best SLG games in the mobile area. But unfortunately, it feels like, especially over the last 6 months, that their focus hasn't been really that good on Lords Mobile. They haven't really been putting much of the creative efforts in that we're used to seeing into the game. if anything, the last 3-4 months have just been basically sellouts with these collaborations one after the other, full of RNG events which require credit card swiping, and that seems to be the limit of the creation that's coming out of the IGG game department at the moment. Reskinning old credit card events again and again and reusing them just with different skins. Again, we said yesterday that reskins seems to be a very popular ideal coming from IGG right now. So we don't want to see the game go downhill, IGG. We've seen this time and time and time again with mobile games. Let's give you some examples. Game of War, Mobile Strike. Big, massive games that have come out in the past in this genre that were huge and doing really well and thriving with a big community. And now those games are dead because of lack of imagination and greed from the developers. Lords Mobile's been going for 8 years now. It's just celebrated its 8th birthday. And we want to see the game do well again. We want to see it pick up. We want to see the community grow. We want to see you guys make more money, I guess. You know, more than the 30 million you made in February, which we know most of which came from the sponsorships. Let's be honest with you, from like King Kong and stuff. That's how that happened. We want to see Lords Mobile community thriving. End of the day, most of us are not here because of your RNG events or your constant credit card swipe stuff. We're here because of the friends we've made inside this amazing community. This is why you still have a fairly good player base. This is why you're still able to bring in, on average, between $10 and $30 million a month on Lords Mobile. Isn't because of your originality and your creativeness that you've been giving us in Lords Mobile the last few months. No, it's not that at all. It's because of the community that you've created. It's the community that's holding this game together right now and keeping your company still very profitable with Lords Mobile. So on that basis, today's live stream, and thank you for being patient with me while I just went through this intro, everyone, but today's live stream is basically about giving you some feedback from the people that actually play your game. And I think it's going to be good feedback. We've got a lot of stuff to go through this afternoon with the Discord. Lots of people have had lots of comments. I don't know how good some of those comments are going to be. I haven't proofreaded them. We're just going to go in blind and look at some of this feedback. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing today. Hopefully somebody from IGG listens to some of this today. And who knows, maybe going forward, we might see a change in the way you guys have been doing things with Lords. Who knows? But today will be the last time we really talk about this. After this, we will be just waiting to see what happens next in Lords Mobile. And I guess we'll decide what we're going to do once we see that happen. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? What's up, Guru? I was an original Game of War player, swapped to this when it got crazy expensive. Yeah, I think a lot of people did that as well, Guru. Absolutely. Okay, so before I get to the Discord and go through the actual community feedback, I'm going to jump into the game and I'm going to give you my take on a few things. Because I don't just want this to be about me. I don't want this to be about what I think, which is why we're going to be doing the community feedback as well, which is from the Discord. I'm going to be just doing a little bit of what I think. To start with, I've been talking to these guys in this chat a lot over the last few months about some of this stuff. So I know a lot of the things I'm going to say are quite popular opinions, although not everyone will agree. But I would like to definitely put my 2 cents in, okay? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, grab your seatbelts, let's plug them in, and let's talk a little bit about the current state and future of Lords Mobile. Are you ready? Let's get it. Okay, welcome to my account. No, my account is actually capped. I am capped right now. I have no leader. I have been indeed caught. But I am going to be getting my leader back in 1 hour and 40. For some reason, this person that's capped me wants me to pay 1 billion gold. There's one of the fun sides of Lords. Look at this, look. He wants to try and see if I want to rush my leader back to my castle, and so I don't have to wait the 1 hour 40. He's saying, hey, give me 1 billion gold and you can have your leader back. I'm gonna pass on that, my friend. I'll wait 1 hour and 40 minutes. That's hilarious. Okay, here we go. Still capped, yeah, as always. It's part of being a rally lead. Okay. Right, so look, I'm going to keep my side of things very brief, okay? The annoying thing is I can't go into my skill tree or anything, but I don't need to go into it. It's okay. The last couple of updates you brought out, and I'm literally talking directly to IGG with this, okay? So, dear IGG, the last couple of updates you brought out, the big ones that were like game updates, like Astrolite, Artifacts. I'm not saying they were bad updates, okay? I'm not, you know, I'm not being negative. How good's this, right? I'm not saying they were bad updates. I understand you're a business, you have to make money, so you've got to put items in the game, which, you know, generate income. Okay, great. I'm not saying they're bad updates. I just think the timing was bad. The way that you put the Astrolite in the game and then literally 4 weeks later, bang, Artifacts hit. And I think it was that really shocked a lot of people when you drop those two, you know, let's be honest with each other, quite fairly expensive updates within the space of a month. Didn't feel good. A lot of people, as you can tell from your numbers, a lot of people stopped playing. The last couple of years since that's happened, there hasn't really been any kind of major game updates. You've done some UI stuff and you've done some stuff to make the game a little bit more pleasant, some quality of life stuff, which is good. You know, little things like getting back in the guild, you know, straight away on that, you know, the entry list and stuff, having like a door bot sort of thing, but built into the game, things with monster hunting with the energy and stuff. So you haven't really done any major game stuff, but you have been tinkering with it over the last couple of years. You've done a few quality of life updates, which are great. You know, everyone appreciates that stuff. The things you've done with speed ups to make it so that you can train troops a lot better. It's a lot quicker now to switch over from infirms to manas. So again, all these little things you've done, these little adjustments are great. As far as game updates and content goes, the only real thing we've seen over the last couple of years has been new artifacts and new castle skins. That's pretty much, oh, and leader skins as well. The thing is, I do believe that you are way off the mark when it comes to some of the price points you've put some of this stuff out. I've mentioned before, and I'll just make a very small point about it now, the collaborations that you do with external companies like Kung Fu Panda and How to Train Your Dragon and Pagani, yes, even Pagani, all these things you do, right? We all want to get involved in these events. And I understand there is a way for some free-to-play players to get some things, but all of the fun stuff that makes the collaboration fun, the castle skins, the leader skins, the pieces of gear that sometimes you put with it, this stuff isn't really massively essential to make people get stronger or make their account stronger. It's stuff that makes the game fun for the community. The trouble is you put so much of a big paywall behind the fun stuff that doesn't even affect account stats that 99.9% of the player base can't even think about trying to unlock it. And in which case what that creates is a loss of interest in the game because nobody can actually take part. So I think going forward, it would be great to do more collaborations. I think it's awesome that Lords Mobile gets its name out there, but it would be great if we could have some stuff where everybody can get involved. Now, I'm not saying you can't make no money at the same time. You know, things like artifacts, I understand, right? I understand things like these artifacts. There has to be a pay point on these because they do increase the stats on the accounts. Fair enough. But again, for such a small amount of range attack and range HP, the cost of getting this, for example, all of these crystals to max this artifact out, it's just too much. It's just too much. Now, I'm not saying some people haven't done it. Of course, there's going to be a minority that are going to pull out the credit card or happy to spend a whole month's salary trying to max out one artifact. And then to make it worse, you've got another event coming out in 2 days, which is phase 2 of this collaboration with another artifact, and you're expecting people to be able to do that a second month in a row. Now, obviously, disposable income is relevant depending on, it's dependent on who you are. What some people find a lot of money, other people won't. I understand this, but you got to look at your community as a whole. All right, it needs to appeal to everyone. So look, I'm going to keep it really simple. We want the collaborations to continue, but we certainly want them to be more attainable as far as the items inside that we can get. You know what I mean? Because this is just kind of crazy. So that's my first point. Please continue spreading the Lords Mobile name out there and bringing on fantastic collabs, but please make them more realistic for the actual community to be able to attain, because it just puts a bad taste in everyone's mouth when they cannot do it. You know what I mean? They can't get the stuff. The second thing I want to talk about is the events in general. Like, you've done a lot of adaptations to the events, like Baron, you know, with the feudal Baron and stuff, and the changes there, which is really nice to see. But like the latest event, let's be honest, Guild Expedition, you know the feedback. I don't need to go through it with you. You know that Guild Expedition needs to have no healing. You know it needs to be like Dragon Arena. You know the point system needs to be readjusted. At the moment, Guild Expedition is an event that nobody can play. It's just not worth it. Okay, so that event needs to be rejigged. as far as, and the only other thing I want to talk about as far as the current state of Lords, before we talk about what the potential future could bring, you know, I just mentioned the fact that the collabs need to be more adjusted better. The price points on leader skins. I mean, come on, you put those 2 Shrek ones in there for, was it $2,000 each? Come on, $2,000 for a leader skin with no stats. Crazy. The price points and some of that stuff needs to be adjusted. Guild Expedition definitely needs to be adjusted because it just isn't going to work in its current state. And of course, the third thing, and I'm not going to go on about this third thing, it is just going to be a mute point. You know about this. I know about this. Everyone knows about this. It single-handedly has ruined the PvP experience in Lords Mobile. The tracker bots. I don't need to make a big long spiel about it. We both know the issue inside your game right now. The tracker bots are ruining the game. The PvP aspect of Lords Mobile is ruined because of tracker bots. I've lost complete interest in PvP. I log in every now and then to do a rally, but I've really just lost interest in it. Now, there's some people that love it. They love to manipulate it, especially some traps love to try and manipulate it, helps them get hit. You know, there's some people that will be pro bot, and the people that use it, that cheat with it, are going to be pro bot. But the majority, and a lot of people that have left the game, don't play because of that. You get rid of that problem, you're going to solve a massive issue that's going to probably bring players back to the game if they know there's no cheating involved. And of course, that does extend to Baron and Emperor and Chalice, the rain bots. It's so blatant when people are doing it. Look, I've done my last Baron. I posted the video of it on YouTube. You can see it for yourself. You saw a player, I'm not going to say who, but you saw a player sitting there playing the Baron and literally rainbotting with accounts around the base, in the middle of the base. They're not even trying to hide it. It's so blatant in your face that people are cheating in the game to get wins. Until you kind of really address this, and I know recently you tried to address this, you banned a few accounts apparently, but it's continuing and it's going to keep continuing until you actually show like a real strong stance on this and start like properly banning the accounts that are doing it and banning players. This is just going to continue, and it's been going on for way longer than it needs to, or it should have done. So until you fix this issue, okay, I don't think you're ever going to be able to turn this around. Even if you change other things I've told you about, even if you make things more achievable, you do all the UI adjustments and quality of life adjustments you want to do, you can do anything. But until you fix the cheating that's happening inside Lords Mobile with regards to rain bots and the tracker bots that are in every single kingdom, every big war guild's using them, including my own and my family. Yes, I have people in my family that are using this, and it is ruining the game. I'm telling you, it's ruining it. Until you fix that, this game is unsavable. So rather than putting money into the new IPs, please, like, come over to Lords Mobile and fix this bot issue and get it under control, because that's the #1 biggest issue in this game right now. Okay, so that's as far as the current state for me. As far as the future goes, we know that obviously there is potentially, I mean, we don't know, but we think there is potentially a big update coming to Lords. We saw a leak recently that I know you probably didn't mean to drop, but we did see the leak that showed the level 90 heroes that potentially are coming. Look, I'm not going to say too much about the next update that's coming, but all I can say on it is I hope you learn something from the Artifact and Astrolite update, how that really just completely almost killed the game. We understand you're a company. We understand you have to make money. You can't just put content out without generating income. I get it, right? But just please show some restraint when it comes to the price points of whatever you're going to drop on this update. Please don't put an update out that's going to isolate players, that's going to make free-to-play or low spend feel it's completely unachievable. At least put something out that is going to be achievable. There's ways to actually get this stuff in a reasonable time frame by playing the game. I don't want to see something in the game where it's like, oh, but you can do it free-to-play. It's just going to take you 5 years. No. No. Understandably, there should be, you're a mobile game. I get it. Monetization. There should be a way to get it done quicker if you spend money. Okay. But there needs to be a reasonable way for you to get this stuff unlocked and get done if you are a free-to-play or low-spend player. Because believe it or not, your high-spend players only make up a very, very small percentage of this community. The majority of this community is made up of free-to-play and low spend players. And once you lose all of those players, the game's dead. We're going to have just a bunch of massive titans porting around. Who's going to fill the rallies? Nobody. Because all those players that fill the rallies on the daily that don't rally, they're just fillers. All the fillers that are like, screw this, I'm not interested, they'll all go. You need to have this update that comes in that's going to enhance the gameplay and make people feel valued and make people feel they can attain it. Because the moment you make it so they can't attain it, you're going to isolate people, and that's when they stop playing. So that's my only advice. That's all I've got. As far as the details of the update, I guess we'll see what that could be when you do it. I'd love to see an update to the talent tree. It's not been updated for 8 years since the game released. The talent tree could do a massive update. I'd love to see some new research, as long as the research tree isn't over 70,000 tomes like the Advanced Wonders, which was stupid. So please make that reasonable as well if you do more research. I'd love to see some, I don't know, a new building or something. I'd love maybe some new building levels. Just make it attainable for everyone to take part in. Don't just isolate it into max spend. That's it. That's all I've got as far as what I say. Please just make everything achievable for everyone in a reasonable time. Don't isolate people on your update, because that is what's going to cause big problems. All right. Okay, so that's how I feel about everything as far as currently and going forward. With regards to the community, though, I'm interested to see what the community has to say. I don't know what you guys actually had to say about Lords Mobile, so we're going to actually go and check it out right now. So we're going to look at the Lords Mobile community feedback. This is going to be interesting because I don't know what we're about to walk into. Let's take a look and see what the community on the channel had to say. We've got a bit to go through, so I'll try and go through it as quickly as possible. But let's just see if there's any good points here. Let's have a look. All right, here we go. Okay, welcome to community feedback. Let's have a look. Lords Mobile free-to-play says, can be dress up your hero update with changing clothes costing $100. Okay, that's an interesting start. Okay, so Lords Mobile free-to-play, interesting that he wants to spend money, wants to have a dress up your hero update with changing clothes. So he wants to be able to change the clothes and change maybe the hairstyles and things of the heroes. And he wants to pay money to do that. There you go. There's one potential update. By the way, chat, if you disagree with anything in this that we're reading, please do let us know in the chat when you're watching this, okay? Free healing in Guild Expedition. Okay, I'm going to upvote the good ones too. And yes, I 100% agree with that with a red heart. This one is huge. I even said this as well, and Lumina said it. Free healing in Guild Expedition. No T6. Because even T5 people cannot get for free-to-play people. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it is possible to get T5 free-to-play, but it takes a very long time and a lot of commitment. And even then, how can you train troops and how can you heal when you need to buy Lunite? Yeah, I agree. T6 is definitely not needed. I want you to take that out of your minds, IGG. No. Not, you know, unless you're going to implement it in a way that allows us to maybe train Tier 5 the same way we train Tier 4. I don't know, but I mean... oh my god, if that was a thing, then that would need to be implemented in such a way that it wouldn't isolate people. Because like I said, that's the biggest issue with your updates. Isolating people. And that's what's going to make people leave. Okay, Flash Banger with the IGG logo. Says, advanced detection against spam, fraud, in-game mails. I think, honestly, that's a bit crazy. I mean, like, there's no way IGG can, like, detect that. And I think you just need to be smart when you're looking at your mails. Like, if you see someone sending you a mail in-game that says, give me your login details, I would probably delete that mail. So I think you just need to be a bit smarter when it comes to looking at your mail. Increase in amount of techno labs for both silver and gold pass. Quick swap between multiple accounts. I mean, to be fair, IGG already have a fairly good quick swap between accounts. You just have to log into the different, like, Facebook or Google, so I don't really see that being a big issue. Improvement of drop rates in chests. I mean, that is I think people have been saying that since Lords Mobile came out. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do open certain chests and it does feel kind of rough. Like, we've opened up the, you know, the necrosis, the ambergris crystals, even halos, pearls. There's certain chests which are extremely rough when it comes to getting drops. So, I mean, that's always a general thing. I honestly don't see IGG changing that personally, guys. But yeah, okay. Remove food upkeep. I mean, in a way, you can remove your food upkeep if you go and get a champion chest plate. It doesn't even need to be a max champion chest plate. So they do have the feature to get rid of food upkeep. Okay, it's probably maybe slightly pay to play, but I mean, it's in the game. I mean, I don't have any food upkeep, so yeah, I can't. A lot of people are emoji on this one with the thumbs down. So yeah, trading of items, materials with guildmates, that's never going to happen. I'm sorry, I'll just tell you straight, that's never going to happen. If IGG were to do that, then they would lose massive amount of money because people wouldn't be buying packs and stuff to get the items. They would be trading with each other. So how's IGG as a business going to make money if everybody can trade materials and items? Yeah, that's not going to happen. I think this is a bit of an L feedback here. This is a free-to-play player that wants everything for free. Yeah, so I'm not sure about that one. Reduce difficulty of mixed stages in trial by fire. Yes, that's a really good bit of feedback. I agree with that. I think that when you're free to play or low spend and you're trying to do trial by fire, which is great content for free items, I think on the mixed stages, you get to a certain level and it's really difficult. Unless you're a pay to play that's got very good gear and base stats and stuff, you're going to struggle with that. So I think trial by fire could be reduced in difficulty on the mixed stages. I think that one's actually pretty good. Good feedback. Get rid of tracker bots. I'm telling you, you're going to see this one a lot. A lot of the community are feeling the same way on this one. Introduce more better rewards in Exchange Extravaganza and Guildfest. I mean, they did recently update Guildfest, but hey, I'm always down for more rewards in the events because, like, at the end of the day, Guildfest requires us to do something for over 7 days or over 4 hours like I did the other day. But yeah, it would be nice to see some enhanced rewards on those events that require us to take our time out to do them. So yeah, I would love to see some improvements on the events, like hell events, 24-hour challenges, get Guild Extravaganza, Guild Bash. We'd like to see some rewards that actually get you excited, you know? Oh, this event's coming, I have to do this because my goodness, the rewards are so good. I think it will be great to be able to make people feel that way a bit more about some of the Lords Mobile events. So yes, I think increasing the events is a great idea. Decrease timer in Guildfest to 5 minutes and allow guild leader to block annoying quests, maybe for a gem fee. Banging feedback. That is a really, really good one. To be able to block certain quests from coming up would be really good. It will allow guilds to kind of like hone in on exactly what they're looking for, and decreasing the timer on quests to 5 minutes would also be really, really welcome as well. Having a 15-minute timer. Guys, it used to be 30 minutes, believe it or not, but they reduced it to 15. I think a further reduction to 5 minutes would be much better. That way people could actually get through their guild fest a little bit quicker, and nobody wants to wait around for 15 minutes. Let's be honest with you. The 15 minutes is ages. 5 minutes would be better. Prevent maxed accounts from participating in Chalice. Okay, this is a lot more difficult to implement. Like, I kind of agree, but it's also a case of how would you actually implement that. I have spoken before about it would be nice if Lords Mobile had a Wonder War event that people of lower level could actually participate in. But the question is, how would you actually implement something like that? What would you determine would be too powerful to actually, you know, turn up at one of these events? I don't really know the answer to that question. You know, maybe IGG do. I don't know, but I don't see them doing that, if I'm being honest with you. But although I do like the idea of that, that would be, I mean, I've said it loads of times, that would be great. Allow free-to-play to obtain a leader skin. 100% would be a great idea. I mean, let's face it, it's a good idea. If IGG could put some content in the game and the prize be a leader skin for something for free to play to earn and achieve, it could, you know what? It could be something as simple as a gold Rose Knight. Just saying. We have a pink Rose Knight's armor is pink, right? It would be a really cool idea if, and Rose Knight is like the staple free to play hero. Yeah. It would be cool if there was a way to maybe get a gold version of Rose Knight free to play. It's just an idea that I've just come up with on top of my head here, but hey, I think free-to-play would love that, and if there was a way in Lords Mobile to do something like that, I think it would be great. So yeah, it's a great idea. Allow guilds to have more than 100 members. Yeah, again, I think that's actually pretty good. 100 members is quite a lot, but yeah, you could do something that could increase the membership. We spoke a little bit before about alliance research. A lot of other mobile games like Lords Mobile are doing alliance research. They have alliance buildings with like a territory around it. And if you're inside that territory, a bit like Guild Expedition territory, yeah? If you're inside that territory, you gain like gathering boosts, attack boosts and all stuff like that. Maybe the alliance research could give you access to bringing in another 25 or 50 extra members. I don't know, it's an idea. It's something a lot of other games are doing. Okay, yeah, but Blimp Warrior, really good feedback there. I like that. Okay, let's move on. Evocable says, ideas. Test servers before implementing big updates. Run the servers with community leaders and several players before releasing an update so they can listen to player feedback on how to implement the update. This isn't revolutionary. Other games have beta or test servers. 100% agree. The Taiwan server, as far as I'm concerned, is IGG's test server for a lot of the stuff they bring out. But the problem with your test server on the Taiwan server is feedback is given, but nobody listens. This is my big issue with the test server or beta testing. You know, companies like, I don't know, let me give you an example. Blizzard, Diablo 4, for an example, had a horrendous launch. It's done really bad. It's getting better. And the reason why the game's getting better is because they're listening to their community. All right. They have a beta test. They have a testing period. Players play it. They give feedback, and then the developer does their best to try and change it to help the, for what the community wants. That's why we're doing this stream today. I think it's important that you listen to your community, which is something it seems that you don't do as often, or maybe not listen, but not fully listen. And the big example I'll give you here will be Guild Expedition. The healing needs to be like Dragon Arena. It's quite simple. The point system is broken. Why would you only play the game? Why would you play the game the whole way through when it only matters what you're holding at the end of the event? So you'd only start playing in the last 4 hours. The point system needs to be based on how many minutes you hold or time duration on all the faults. That way it's important to start fighting from day one. So you have to try and get good position and get the faults to get the points. Otherwise you'll lose. You can't go at the end, you'll lose. And each different fault should be given a different amount of points. That way it's important to play from the moment you get go. Or maybe just the middle fault is a time duration thing over a 12-hour period. So at the start of the battle, you need to get good position ready for when that opens. I don't know. There's different ways you can do it. But right now, the way you have it right now is it's a 2-day event, and the points you get, they're determined based on what you're holding at the end. So you only have to literally play it for the last 4 hours. Grab what faults you need and you'll win. But we're not even doing that because the healing is ridiculous. Lunite and resources, no kills. It's just pointless. So nobody's playing it. TWK ain't, and a lot of other guilds aren't either. So yeah, it would be great if you tested stuff out and got some people from the actual game to play these things and give you some actual player feedback and then listen to that feedback. I think that's a great idea. Improve Guildfest rewards to benefit free-to-play players. Would increase player numbers if people received better rewards for their time. End events based on time zones, e.g. instead of Kingdom Paragon ending at 6 AM UK time, change it so people have a fair chance of competing. I don't see them changing time zones and stuff. If you are not awake for the end of the event, that's just tough, I guess. All right. But as far as Guildfest rewards, yeah, it would be nice to see another improvement to the Guildfest rewards to what we currently have. Absolutely. Okay, forbid account sales. There's actually no way really for IGG to kind of like stop that, I guess. I mean, I don't see how that's going to... I mean, IGG do say you're not supposed to be buying accounts. That's against terms of service, but we know there's a massive black market for people buying and selling accounts. It happens all the time. I would never advocate for doing that because you just never know. And if anything goes wrong, there's no customer service you can go to help you. You're just going to be out of pocket. So I would totally be not recommending doing any of that stuff anyway. But if you want to do that and take the gamble, whatever floats your boat, you know? Okay. So we've got another one here. This is by C. Let's have a quick look through these. Posted this in the IGG hub, so I just copied and pasted it here. Okay, let's take a look. So we've got add a speed up button for... thanks, Hampus, for the sub. Welcome. Add a speed up button for Vergeway chests. Okay, where the limited time hero challenges pop up, leave it there all the time and set it up like the artifact fair with heroes that appear with a timer. Tell us when they're showing up in the future. Oh, so you're talking about like a screen that gives you like a schedule for the limited time challenge. Okay, I mean, that's actually not a bad idea. Add and collect all. Add a collect all for guild and administration quests. There already is a collect all button for that. Oh, are you talking about collect all of your? Oh, I see. Okay, so he's asking for a button that lets you collect all of your scrolls in one go rather than having to do them all individually. I mean, for some of us that have like 12, 15, 20,000 guild scrolls or 20,000 of the admin scrolls, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah, and then you just click a button, say how many you want to open, press the button, and it just gives you all the rewards out of all those. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if they'll implement something like that, but I guess that would be all right. Put the guild and monster hunt gifts back together, so collecting all does it all at once. If you click collect and it does both. Oh, I see. So you separated it so that we have monster gifts on one side and paid gifts on the other side, and he's saying he prefers it when it's all in one as opposed to being separate. I mean, again, that's a quality of life thing. I personally don't care either way, personally. But yeah, I guess. Again, this is just community feedback. We'll see. Give us the option to turn on auto transmute dark essence. If one completes during an offline time, it starts either the longest or shortest available automatically. Those that complete while offline will show up in the report when you log in. Oh, I love that idea. That's actually Pog. So what he's saying is if you've got free dark essences in your transmutation lab and you start one off and then log out, if that timer gets to 0 while you're still logged out, it will automatically open it up and put the reward in your reports and then start automatically working on the second one. That way you don't log back in, say, longer than 8 hours. Let's say the essence was 8 hours, you log in after 15 hours. You know, you don't lose time on the next essence. I actually kind of like that idea, like an auto transmute thing. That's actually pretty good. No, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Again, it's a quality of life thing. Allow us battalions to set for Colosseum. Max 5 battalions. Ooh. I mean, that's kind of good. I mean, you do have battalions anyway when you go to set it up. I mean, I can show you that myself because actually we are really, really close to having... hang on. Give me a second. We are actually really close to... But actually, we've got Guild... We've got it on there, actually. Look, if I go up here and click on Guild Showdown... You kind of do already have that, right? If I register, you do have battalions here. And so what you would do is you either register like your infantry, your range, your cav, or you do a mix and then just adjust what you want to do. So basically, I think that we already have that. But I guess what you're saying is maybe we could have like 5 separate ones that we could set up specifically for Guild Exit Showdown. I mean, possible. I personally would like to have another 5 battalion slots anyway, because I need more. Like I have my 3 here, infantry, cav, range. I have a couple of mix, and then the rest are all for mix rallies. I could do another 5 because when I want to go and test the castle's front line, if I want to go rally it, I have to constantly keep changing these battalions to ones where it's just like tester marches. And it takes ages. I would love to have another 3 battalions here so I could have my tester marches already set, my mixed rallies already set, and my spears set. 10 for me isn't enough. I'd like another 5, and then that would be really good. But that would be great. Oh, you mean for Colo? Different setups for Colosseum? Well, I mean, I don't know if I agree with that one. Colosseum's pretty easy to set up. You just come in here, you take out your heroes, you just go pick 5 more. It doesn't take 2 seconds to do it. I don't think you need battalions in here. I think that's a bit overkill, right? I think that's like, yeah, Colosseum. I think that's a bit overkill, right? You want battalions inside here? I don't know. I think that's a bit overkill. I think it's easy to just do it yourself. Just lazy. Okay, so yeah, you said Colosseum, yeah. Allow us to open more than 100 chests at a time in a bag. Yeah, I'd like to be able to do that because sometimes people have 10, 20, 30, 40,000 chests. It would be nice to basically just press one button and open the lot in one go. Yeah, that would be a cool thing to do. I'd like that. Let's have a look. We've got In the Kingdom Labor. Give us a collect all for labors themselves and collect are all available for the Road to Riches. Okay. Add 3 or 4 more hero stages. 9-1 through to 12-18. Put Chaos Dragon, Watcher, Boommeister, Flower Maiden, and some of the other pay-to-play heroes that have in limited time challenges like Dark Follower, Petite Devil, Grim Wolf, etc. as bosses. I love that idea. That's actually a dub. So not the army heroes, not the 11Ks, nothing that's going to be anything to do with wonders, but a lot of the spear heroes that have been put into limited challenges. And of course, Watcher, Boommeister. I don't know about Boommeister and Flower Maiden. I don't think that they'd do that, but basically Chaos Dragon and Watcher would be absolutely viable. And then put those in new hero stages. Yeah, I agree. It's been 8 years since you updated the hero stages in Lords. It would be great to see some new hero stages put in and some more opportunities for free-to-play to gain some of these other heroes, which are just unattainable unless they're doing, like, you know, 24-hour challenges and the limited challenge. When it comes around on the rotation, you get 10 medals. Take them about 10 years to get their hero leveled up. So give them a chance to actually get some of these heroes like Petite Devil, Grimwolf actually leveled up to gold, so they get the benefit of that hero. I 100% agree with that. Yes, that's a good one. Yeah, I agree with that one. Yeah, Urag in the chat says, I love that idea. Yeah, I love that idea as well. Right, to piggyback off of number 1, make new hero for hell events. DA Guild Expedition. As for limited time challenges, add some new pay-to-play $5 heroes like Shield Maiden, Sand Sage, Magmaroid. Oh, so you're talking about the passive heroes. Okay, so what he's saying is move some of those spear heroes over to the hero chapters, add some new hero chapters for those, and then maybe for the limited challenge, do something a bit fresh, put some of the passive heroes into the limited challenge like Shield Maiden and yeah, like Sand Sage, Magmaroid, those kind of heroes. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I mean, let's face it, 10% passive stats is not going to end the world, is it? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to make a massive difference. I think letting free-to-play have the chance to unlock some of those cool heroes, you know, it's going to take them forever to get those things leveled up, right? Take those and get them at grade, possibly work hard to get them to green, and use those in Colosseum and Monster Hunt and stuff. And yeah, I think that's a great idea. Really good. Fix the negative food problem. That's never going to happen because you can already fix that with the champ gear. I'm not, you know, there's a limit to I think what they will do. Give us more buildings to construct, something like a bank to change our RSS to bag RSS. Challenges for gaining tomes or Lunite. Agree with the challenges for gaining tomes and Lunite. Any new ways for us to gain Lunite, I'm definitely an advocate for. I hate the fact that there is ways to get Lunite, like the cargo ship and some events, but it's very small supply. Not enough to go to war and fight with and stuff. It would be great if there was a way for us to actually get more Lunite. Yeah, I agree with that. And converting RSS to bag RSS, I don't know if the IGG would do that because of the black market that's currently in the game. There's a lot of people that gather resources with RSS bots, and if IGG put that function in the game to be able to convert gathered RSS into bag RSS, it would allow people to gather on a bot system billions of RSS, convert it to their bag, and then migrate where they want to go and dish that resource out to paying people, which is against terms of service, and I don't think IGG will want that. So yeah, that would just play into the hands of the people that do RSS sales in the black market, so I can't see IGG doing that personally. Reduce the amount of artifact coins needed to be used to unlock Oracle in the artifact challenge. You don't unlock Oracle in the artifact challenge. What are you talking about? Reduce the amount of artifact coins needed to use to unlock Oracle in the artifact challenge. Oh, I still don't get what you're talking about. I think maybe they're talking about the amount of, I think the fact you can unlock Oracle in the artifact challenge if you get some of her medals, they're saying reduce that amount. I don't see him doing that personally. I tell you what, on the subject of artifact challenge, I would definitely like to see some more regulations put into that. I would like to see IGG have more of an input into the artifact challenge, because we see it every time it comes around. Okay, we see accounts that have opened 6, 7, 8, 900 plus openings that have got the worst gear you've ever seen in your life, who are sitting there with 8, 9, 1,000 openings. It's got like a million kills. They're not a wonder lead. You look at the stats on the castle, it's got like 100 billion wood sent. It's just an RSS bot that's sitting on someone's bot program. They haven't logged into it and done it for like over a year, and they go in and they just smack all the artifact coins up, and then you end up with an RSS account sitting there in like second place or first place with 800, 900 openings. It's crazy, and it really puts people, even myself, off from even bothering to try and work on that to try and get stuff unlocked. So I would love to see IGG get more involved with the ranking system on Artifact Challenge and remove accounts that are very clearly botted accounts that have just collected coins for 2 years on a bot. It's pretty straightforward stuff, isn't it? I would love to see IGG fix this problem. Okay, let's go down. Add kills to guild info. I think there, yeah, kills to guild info. Okay. Stop adding artifacts. I don't think they're going to stop adding artifacts. It just would be nice to see them put some more regulations in the rankings. Add verification for 18 plus in game. No kids, please, says Mizu Zob. I guess you could do that, but it won't stop people from doing it. They'll just press yes. Auto ban fake castles, the ad spammer ones. Okay. Make Lords Mobile anime will make it revenue go boom. Okay. Stormfox leader skin. Okay. Bring back Vergeway for new players. Yeah, a lot of new player accounts don't get their Vergeway. I don't know whether that's a bug in the game, but a lot of new players are not getting their Vergeway, and there is stats and game content for people to play in Vergeway, so that's definitely a problem. Ability to set more parameters for auto-join dark nests. Rally leads should be able to limit numbers of troops in each tier. Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think it would be nice to have some extra options when you set up the auto-join dark nest thing, because I think the reason why people are saying that is because if the rally lead sets a rally on a dark nest, let's say I'm doing infantry, the auto join will send the highest tier troop that the rally lead set. It will send like pure tier 5. So what you find is you put auto join on for 8 hours, you come back and you basically have tier 5 in your infirms, and then people got to use Lunite to heal. Chat, is that right? Is that correct where I'm going with that? Is it always sends out tier 5 and people don't want to have to keep healing tier 5 from auto joining dark nests? I'm pretty sure that's the reason. That's what they're saying there. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it would be great if you could actually set like battalions for the auto join process. That would be actually kind of good. Yeah, I'm correct. Okay, thank you. Okay, good one. Fatman T, really good feedback there. 6 upvotes on that, so that's pretty good. Okay, Kitty in the chat here has put some feedback. Sorry, she's feedback to someone else. Okay. Okay, maybe IGG should bring out new monster gear that minus 50% food upkeep at mythic grade and more way free to play to enjoy war. Alright, well, I don't know about making it more free to play to enjoy war. I think war in Lords Mobile is always going to be a pay to play aspect of it. And being honest with you, that's the way I see it. There is free to play players that do get involved with war, and that's awesome, but I don't see him making it more free to play for only on the war side. But that first point, I actually kind of like. IGG should bring out new monster gear that was minus 50% food upkeep at Mythic Grey. I don't think IGG should bring out a full new set of monster gear, but I can tell you something. I think it would be good if maybe they brought out some kind of new chest piece, or not. It doesn't even need to be a chest piece. It could be any piece of gear, but in the monster gear area that does allow someone to have lower, like the lower food upkeep. I don't know whether IGG would want to keep that as just a pay-to-play champion perk, or whether they'd actually allow people to actually free-to-play build a piece of gear that allows you to hold food. It would be ideal, I have to say. That's a massive one. IGG, do you know how many free-to-play players you would make happy if you brought out a piece of gear that was free-to-play to earn, and you could actually make your account food positive? There's actually plenty of positives to that as well, because if a player like that who's got that gear piece gets zeroed, right, that leaves a bunch of food for us rally leads to farm off them, because they'll be holding it. So that's actually good for us pay-to-play players as well. We'll find a bunch of people holding food. That's kind of nice. And it'll also make a lot of people really happy that they could do that. So that's definitely something I would consider. Yeah, a lot of people I think would enjoy that, right, chat? Except Griffin traps. Yeah, maybe, yeah. They should introduce T6 and remove tier 5, says Lay D in the chat. Can we get some some Fs in the chat for that one? Do not listen to that, IGG. That's bad feedback. We don't want that. The ability to use excess experience items that accumulate. Maybe a traveling trader comes around who trades EXP for various random items. Monster chests, orbs, tomes, etc. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't do that right now, because you're going to need those EXP items, because if IGG release level 90 heroes and player level, you're going to need all those EXP items for sure. So don't be selling those just yet. I tell you what I would like on this is, and it says at the bottom here, same with VIP points. The VIP points I'd absolutely agree on. I think it would be great in a future update for Lords if they could bring in a VIP shop that would actually allow us to exchange VIP points for items like chests, embers, who knows, maybe a lucrative leader skin. Maybe that's where you could put the gold Rose Knight skin in the VIP shop, and you have to basically exchange VIP points to earn fragments for it. Boom! There's a fantastic idea for you. You can have that one for free, Lords Mobile. But that'll be really good because we've got a familiar in the game that auto-generates VIP for us. So it makes sense to level that thing up because you're going to want to get the VIP points. You can use it to level up your VIP, and then excess points go into the store and trade them for items. Really, really good thing to do. A lot of games have VIP stores. I think you could definitely go with that one. You could even put some special packs in there maybe that people could purchase. And it would be nice to see an update to the VIP system. Maybe take it up to VIP 20 and add a few new perks for people to push up. I don't know, just an idea. Okay, they should introduce a new mechanism, moats. Only applies to player castles. Other WoW buildings each have different set of structures that help in battle. Okay, moats would be cool. I don't know how they would implement it. Could be a new mechanism. I don't know if they'll do that. I wanted boats. I wanted boats to be... I wanted your march to turn into a little boat when it goes over water. But that's not going to happen by the looks of it. But it would be cool. Kitty says, bring back spam. Huh? Rather than the rally showing at the top, have a single attack helps hide it. Yes. I'll be honest with you. As a rally leader, okay, I 100% agree with point one here. How many people agree with this in the chat? I think that is huge. Bringing back the spam. So basically what that means is when someone's getting rallied, just before the rally's about to launch, the entire guild can one troop the castle to try and block their radar so they can't see what's coming. And then bang, you can hit them with the rally so they can't counter it. Now, some people will disagree with that because they're going to want to see what's coming so they can counter you. But the trouble is, right, too many of these traps get too smart and they pull away to the corner of the map and they just look at their radar and instantly counter your spear rally with their formation. I understand the reasons to do it because then people can use the watchtower for what it's meant to. But you know what? At the end of the day, IGG, looking at the watchtower and looking and trying to grab the march was part of the skill of trapping. It was part of the skill of being a wonder rally lead. When you were inside the fort and you saw the rally coming for the fort, you had to scroll it up quickly and click it to look at it to see what's coming. It was part of the skill of being a rally leader. I remember playing like that, but you literally took that skill away when you put the march at the top of the screen on watchtower. So yeah, I've always hated that. And it added a lot of fun to the game. You're trying to go ahead and grab it. And it doesn't help against mixed rallies anyway, because mixed rallies, you know, it doesn't matter. I would absolutely really love to have the watchtower back to how it was, because spamming the target was part of the fun of being in a guild. Everybody get ready to spam. And then you see the one troops all go, and then the rally goes. It's part of the fun. And you remove that when you change the watchtower. So yeah, I would love to see that change back to how it was. Have a 10 times tycoon like they do in lab and in the tycoon event, so people can get through their tycoon coins a lot faster. Yeah, that would be really good. Quality of life. I have a lot of ideas for new familiars. One that can see through anti would be nice. I love that idea. I love that. The ability to use a familiar skill so you can send a scout into someone's castle that will get past the anti-scout. Beautiful idea. I love that. Give people the option to do that, but make them use gems to do it. I love it. What a fantastic skill that would be. Merge kingdoms. Massive. Been talking about this a lot on the channel for years. You've never done it, but it would be great to see you guys focusing on merging kingdoms up, increasing the population on kingdoms with players that you've got, rather than constantly opening new kingdoms which attract loads of bot accounts, because that's literally what happens. Not saying don't open new kingdoms for new players to Lords, but start merging up the old kingdoms so we can get bigger populations. That means better KVKs, better wows. It just means a better, more fun time in the game. Merging kingdoms, fantastic. You could put some packs around it. You could make people start caring about their kingdoms. I love that idea. Going with the above, I know how they should do it. Lol, it should be fun. A KVK style event. 3 kingdoms go in. Everyone from losing kingdoms gets merged into the winning kingdom at the end of the event. There it is. Look, there it is, IGG. Not only is merging kingdoms the idea, but there's the concept on how to do it. A three-way KVK, the winner of the KVK, you merge both those kingdoms into the winning kingdom. 3 kingdoms becomes 1. And you can put some packs around it with some special offers and stuff. Save your kingdom pack. Fight for your kingdom. The upcoming event. 3 kingdoms become 1. Merge them up. I think that's a fantastic idea. That's a brilliant idea. That's the one right there. That's a massive one. That's what I would do that in a heartbeat. I think that's great. Urnav in the chat says, I chatted with IGG today and asked if you are aware that rain bots, tracker bots, RSS bots exist, but it asked me to send screenshots of it. I replied, how can I send screenshots of which I'm not using? Yeah, that's what they do. You send a screenshot, they say thanks, we'll deal with it, and that's about it. Nothing ever happens. The accounts never get banned. It's just stupid. Kitty coming in here with some great ideas. Okay, so this is my favorite event idea, the Purge. Maybe designate some safe zone kingdoms and some war kingdoms. But yeah, 24 hours where you cannot shield in those kingdoms, real kills, real troop losses, just a full-on, no-holds-barred war. That's actually an interesting idea as well. Have it on a random rotation. Oh, Kitty, your ideas are great. So have it on a random rotation. So there's no schedule for this. You never know when it's going to happen. That the kingdom becomes a red kingdom. For the next 12 hours, this kingdom is now a red kingdom. No shielding for 12 hours. Everything's open. Holy crap. I don't know if everybody would like that personally, but I mean, it is what it is. I think it's a great idea. It would promote war. It would promote fighting. It would keep people on their toes. I love that idea. You're playing and then suddenly your kingdom becomes a red kingdom. All the shields go down in the kingdom, or you get a countdown. In 3 hours or in 12 hours time, this kingdom will become a red kingdom. So you have 12 hours to prepare. Maybe not like immediately, like, you know, because it's unfair if you're sleeping and like suddenly your shield goes down. That's just dumb. But like maybe the kingdom is going to become a red kingdom. The purge is going to happen. You get a 12-hour notification that comes up in the screen like an IGG notification in red writing or something. In 12 hours, kingdom 163, it's going to become a purge kingdom. Please make sure you are ready for this. Migrate out or stay here and have your shield go down in 12 hours. Love that idea. It's a great idea. It's fantastic. That would create a big buzz in the game. Yo, 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 this kingdom's becoming a purge kingdom. People would migrate in, ready to fight and find targets. You'd have war guilds coming in, ready for the purge. And if people let their shields go down and stayed there, it'd be an open frenzy. Yo, that's great. What a fantastic thing to do. No migration during the Red Kingdom. Agreed. Once the Red Kingdom becomes a Red Kingdom for 12 hours, nobody can migrate in and out. So it gets notified server-wide that these particular kingdoms, it could be like 2 kingdoms or 3 kingdoms or 5 kingdoms. In 12 hours, these 5 kingdoms are going to become purge kingdoms. And it's going to last for like 6 hours or 12 hours or whatever. So you get like a 12-hour notification or a 24-hour notification. You get like a day's notice that this is going to be happening. And then once it becomes a purge kingdom, nobody can pull in and out of there. And whoever's in there can just go at it. That's an amazing idea. Love that. What an amazing... Now that's a Lords Mobile event. Holy crap. That is brilliant. That's a $10 billion idea right there. Wow. I love that event. That event to me sounds exciting because you'll be sitting there in the game, playing the game. You'll get a notification pop up saying this kingdom's going to become a purge kingdom in 12 hours or 24 hours. You'd immediately start talking to your leadership. Okay, we're going to migrate to this kingdom. Everybody starts migrating in, ready for the purge. Big, massive fight. And then you go your separate ways. They could do that once a month with a few kingdoms. That'd be kind of fun. I love that. Sounds great. Love that idea. Really good. What a lovely update that would be. I'd love that. Okay. Really good, Kitty. Thank you very much for the feedback. White Widow, stop these pay-to-play events that come out daily. Twice a month is more than enough, you greedy fucks. I mean, it's very blunt, I have to say. It's very blunt. But I do agree, these pay-to-play collab events are just too much. One after the other, after the other, after the other. And it's just, we've already talked about it. It's very, it needs to change. Give us a Lunite monster to hunt. Love that idea. Yes, please. It would be great if we could have a Lunite monster to hunt. I would love other ways for us to be able to get Lunite in this game free to play, if I'm being honest. You don't need to let us trade it, because I understand the black market's an issue. But it'd be great to be able to have some Lunite to hunt as a monster. Yes, love that idea. Remove healing cost. RSS in Guild Expedition. You're going to see this a lot. Yes, agreed. Stop bringing out shitty artifacts no one wants or needs. Yeah, I mean, some of them are really bad. The Guild Expedition one is horrible. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do an artifact, at least make it worth it, especially considering the price point you put on these artifacts. It just isn't worth the price you're putting on it. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to put a massive price on an artifact, at least make it decent. I agree. I agree. Give us a chance to enjoy the game again by taking out these shield bots. Isn't it funny how I gave you my take at the start of this and everybody's saying the same thing? It's crazy, right? You ban accounts and people buy more. Nothing is exactly changing. 100% agree. The shield bots, the tracker bots, the rain bots in your game is what's causing the massive downfall of this game. And again, we can talk about all these other things, and it's great to have all these great ideas for future updates and game changes to what we've got now. But until that point there is changed, I really feel like everything else is a moot point. You need to fix the bot system, bots in this game. That's the way it is. I mean, RSS bots that people use don't actually really harm the game. They probably harm your bottom line because people buy resources off those rather than buying it at your packs. But you know what? And as a war player, yeah, I've bought from those people, and I'll be lying if I said I didn't, you know. And a lot of people have as well in Lords Mobile, right? But you know what? If we had to lose that function of being able to go and buy RSS cheaper from dealers just to make this game fair, I would be happy with that. I'd happily lose the ability to go and buy banks from like sellers if it meant that all the bots were gone. True story. As much as I sometimes find those helpful and they don't really break the gameplay as such, I would still happily lose that to have this be a fair game. And I think a lot of people would agree with that as well. Okay, my opinion to keep Lords Mobile alive is give free-to-play players an easier way to become pay-to-play. I'm testing 2 accounts now, one free-to-play and one pay-to-play. Hang on a minute, what? Give free-to-play players an easier way to become pay-to-play. Yo, there is an easy way. Just go into the store and buy a pack. You're too broke for leader skins, says... you're too... Wait. Somebody wrote Stormfox leader skin and somebody replied saying you're too broke for a leader skin. Oh, the burn. Okay, some chatter going on here. I'm going to skip past this. Merge smaller shields to craft a bigger one. Okay. When the events that change your turf come around, something you can spend your excess turf changer items on. In last event, I had 200 eggs left over. Let me get a reward for all the monster hunting. True. When you bring the... Yeah, I agree. When you bring the events out where you change the turf look, loads of people do hunting. They end up with way more items than you need to do the 3 changes. Could you add a little store in there that lets you purchase little items with the eggs so people get a choice? I think it's all about giving people choice. Sometimes you take excess items and you give people 1-minute speed ups and rubbish like that. It would be great if like you had the event so that, okay, you need to get like 60 eggs to transform the turf once, 120 eggs to transform the turf the second time, 180 eggs or 200 eggs to transform the third time, and that's the final transformation. And then maybe you could continue hunting and collect more of the item, and there's a little tiny mini store in there where you can use those items to go and trade them off for items. It could be all sorts of things. It could be chests, it could be embers, it could be speed ups, it could be hero medals, I don't know, all sorts of other things that you could get from hunting. That makes the event more interesting and gives people a reason to continue being online and hunt beyond the initial remit of transferring the turf into 3 different things. Love that idea. Great idea, Fat Man T. VIP shop to use the VIP points accumulated. We've already spoken about this. Yes, a VIP shop would be great. Lots of people putting some funny emotes on this one. What is this? Lock down their APIs so the tracker bots cannot scan kingdoms. Replace them with new familiar skills and do mostly the same thing. So perhaps a fam that costs 100,000 to activate, and once activated it will report shield drops for 24 hours. They're not going to do that. Then working together, a guild can easily have coverage every day of the month. Yeah, it won't be third party, and small guilds could activate their familiars at strategic times, say KVK. Obviously, huge guilds would just have the familiar active every day of the month. This also wouldn't be as overpowered as current tracker, as the alert would only go to the person that activated the familiar. So if they aren't online or asleep, no alerts. I know they are in a corner, and removing the bots would make the big war guilds, the money spenders, mad. As they are now, use that to the level of combat. This idea would keep the war guilds happy, but would be fair as everyone could do it. It's an interesting point. There's a lot of people saying with funny laughing emojis and stuff here and whatnot. But actually, I think he's got a point. I think what he's basically saying is your biggest issue in the game right now is the third-party programs, the tracker bots, the shield bots, right? The rain bots are a separate issue, but the tracker bots and the shield bots, the tracker bot is the biggest issue. If banning those accounts or removing those accounts for people to do it is a massive issue for you to do, then the other option is to embrace it. Embrace it and put the tracker bot people out of business. That's the way to do it. Rather than trying to fight it, embrace it and make it a game feature. If you do it your end, IGG, as a game feature, you can make it more faster and more efficient than any third-party tracker bot system could even dream of. Make it an actual feature in the game where one player specifically can activate a familiar skill and it will last for, say, a period of time. And during that time, if a shield goes down in the kingdom, that player will get a PM on their message immediately saying this shield's dropped with a little bit of information, basic information. That way, you're kind of like countering the problem by welcoming the problem and making it a game feature as opposed to not. I think it's got some legs on it, that idea. I think that idea is actually pretty good. It's a fair point, and I think it's a clever way to combat the tracker bot system. Embrace it, make it a game feature. There you go. We're talking about this problem of bots, and we've come up with no real solutions for you guys how to do a cheap, cost-effective way to fix the problem. That could be the cheapest way for you to fix the problem. Embrace it, write some code, and make it an actual game feature. Damn. Yeah. That's kind of a good I like this. I'm gonna give this a heart. I think it's actually got some merit. I think it's got some merit. The people that put the 4 laughing emojis are probably the people that own the bots. I'm joking. Just remove shield bots. No substitute could be necessary. That I know, yeah. With that in play, okay, there's some talk here. Okay, chat. Familiar skill, that blind watchtower for 10 seconds, so they won't be able to see what's coming in the rally. Hilarious, and I love that idea, Flashbanger. Can you imagine as a rally lead, you're rallying a castle, you know, he's online, he's run to the corner of the map, he's getting ready to take your rally, right? You activate your familiar for like 100,000 gems or something, and it fires off, and it literally blocks his watchtower, so you can quickly throw your rally in and he can't see it. Love that idea. The watchtower blocker. Beautiful. What a great idea that is. It could be which familiar could they do that with? I don't really know. Maybe it could be a gorilla familiar skill where he basically throws a banana at the castle and it goes off. That's a great idea. Yeah, I think that's good. I like that. Okay, Beast Gaming has got some stuff here. 10 upvotes for this one, peeps. Okay, improve mail to be able to copy the mail or send it to anyone else. Like that idea. Return exchange rare gifts and decrease the timer of new quests in Guildfest. Yeah, a decrease to the 15-minute timer in Guildfest would be nice. Add that we are able to control the type of missions that appear in Guildfest. We've had this again. Yeah, it's a good idea. Being able to tailor the quests you get would be good. I like that. Add familiar that gives luck tokens and Lunite. Love that idea. Very good. Remove no stat skins. Remove no stat skins. Okay, so we're talking about collabs. I disagree with this. I think it's absolutely fine to have leader skins from collaborations that have no stats. And the same goes for castle skins that have no stats. But my biggest issue around this is if they've got no stats and it's just part of the fun aspect of the collaboration, why is there a massive price point behind it? Why do Shrek leader skins cost $2,000 each? Why do Godzilla leader skin cost $2,000? Why does the castle skin for King Kong cost $180 to unlock when it has no stats? It shouldn't be this way. You should be able to unlock these things free to play. Permanently free to play. And let the community have fun with the collabs. Make the money off of the artifacts that actually enhance someone's account. I mean, we've already discussed this, but yeah, I agree. I agree with they should change that. And that we can select the amount of RSS and it gets sent on many times. Okay, so you're talking about increasing the amount of RSS you can send rather than having to send multiple marches. I don't know whether they'll change that. Sharing reports to guild makes mates, wars, or scouts. 100% agree with that. Loads of other games like Lords Mobile allow you to do that. The battle report from a rally, you can click on a share button and share it directly into the actual guild chat. That's a great feature. I think it would be great if you had that in Lords Mobile. I don't understand why we can't. Scouts especially. If a player scouts a target, at the moment, as a rally lead, what needs to happen is the player that in my guild that scouted the target will say, hey, I've got a target. I then have to leave the Lords Mobile app and go onto a third-party app like Line or Discord and take a look at the screenshot of the scout report and decide what I'm going to do as far as my attack strategy goes. And then I have to go back into Lords Mobile. And if I want to check that scout report again, I have to come back out of the game and back into the other app. And it's very inconvenient to do something like that sometimes. So it would be really, really nice if we could have the ability to share scout reports, battle reports in the actual guild chat itself. I love that idea. That's a dub. That's a very good idea. Kills is added to the player's kills in Guild Expedition when a PvP rally. Yes, I agree. If there's going to be healing involved in Guild Expedition, then we should get kills. But I also agree with this point, removing Lunite usage and healing in Guild Expedition. Yes, even if we do have to still heal with RSS, the use of Lunite, which is a pay-to-play feature in Guild Expedition, makes Guild Expedition unplayable for the majority of the game. So the use of Lunite in there is the big issue. It needs to be removed. I agree. Add more non-tome useful research. I agree with that as well. Free to play, probably max the research out as much as they can without the tomes. Would be great to see some more research with free to play in mind without having to use tomes. I like that idea too. People don't... Let me get a sip. Hold on, guys. Sorry, there's a lot of stuff I'm reading out here. Hold on. People don't use Watchtower these days anyway, they guess. I mean, a lot of people do that. Please, for all things holy, fix the damn chat. The chat and its translate are so bad. Every other online game has chat that is light years ahead of Lords Mobile chat. It should auto-translate. Translate should work, and we should be able to share and post scout reports and battle reports. We've kind of already touched on this, but yeah, some updates to the translate system would be great. Instead of having to press the translate button when you're doing stuff in the game, you have the chat at the top of the screen. If someone writes something in a different language, it doesn't automatically translate into the language that you've got your game set to, so you have to go into the chat and scroll down and press translate, and it's kind of annoying. So it would be great if there was auto translate, and you could even go into functions and have that ability to turn it off and on, just in case somebody doesn't want it on auto translate. You can have it set like that. So yeah, I do agree with that. That's a good one. We've got no problem on the way. Shield popper item. Yeah, no, that's not good. Shield popper item. No, bro, that's an L. Yeah, IGG, I don't think the community would appreciate the shield popper item. That would be a bit of a no, thank you. And somebody replied to this saying only available to Chinese play. Okay, all right. No, I don't think that's a good one. Okay, let's get rid of that. Auto grab specific check task chosen by player. Yeah, I agree with this. Arthur says in the guild chat it should be possible for a rally lead to send a comp. Yeah, exactly. Put the scout in there. Yeah, I know. I agree. Oh, but they send something from the back. Yeah. With this, they don't say 208-45, but they send something from their battle hall if it's oh, okay. So you're basically saying there should be a way to activate a command from the battle hall when you're about to set that goes directly into the chat. I don't know. Possibly interesting. It's definitely an interesting concept. I don't know how you'd really implement that, but I see what you're saying. It's an interesting one. Okay, Beast Gaming has got some more here. Okay, make us able to exchange useless things we have like defense jewels. Yeah, they're not going to do that. Besides, if you need a paperweight, just use a gold defense jewel for that. Close kingdom while WoW to prevent WoW hoppers. I'm going to be honest with you, I agree with this. No, I really do. Thank you, Ginachek, for the sub. I actually agree with this. I think that when WoW starts, the moment that base shield goes down and the side forts go down in War of Wonders, I think the kingdom should be locked from people migrating in. That's massive. IGG, I would seriously consider that one, because I can't tell you enough how frustrating it is when you go to a kingdom, the WoW starts, You go to the base, you start rallying the base, and the other guild are like, oh, wait a minute, we can't beat this guy. He's too good, or he's got slightly better gear than us, or he's equal footing with us. We're going to lose troops during this fight. Can we just pop to our friends and go and see if we can get some help? And then 10 minutes later, you've got a maxed account that's just ported in because someone in the guild knows someone. They've called someone in and boom, they've turned up and away you go. Now you're locked out of playing WoW. Yeah. I think that is a massive dub. I would 100% agree with this. I think once the Kingdom Shield goes down and the side forts go down and WoW begins, you shouldn't be able to migrate into that kingdom. 100% agree with this. 100% agree with this. Massive 100% agree with that. Huge. I would love to see you do that. That would be huge. Make us... That won't happen because it doesn't make IGG money. I know, but thing is, it would though, because more people would take part in WoW. You're right. More people would take part in WoW if they could have a fair fight and not have to be constantly concerned about getting jumped on the moment the WoW starts. 100% agree with that. Hi, Brando. How you doing? If that's the real Brando, I don't know. If it is, how you doing, bro? If we're going to change a building, hang on. If we go into change a building, make that we choose the building and the level we want to reach, and you show the amount of RSS gems used, and we approve it, and it build by. Okay, so you're basically saying when you want to convert your buildings back over to manors, so you can train troops, you click on the thing, you type in what level you want. So I want level 25. It tells you the total resources to go from level 1 to level 25. And then you just press go, and it basically takes everything and makes your level 25 building immediately. I love that idea. I said that a long time ago. I think it's a good idea. It saves us even more time than what we have now. Yeah, I agree. Same to do with researches. Choose the requirement you want to get to. So let's say you want to take a research to level 10. Type in, I want to go to level 10. It'll tell you all the resources and everything you need to go to level 10, and then press go. Yeah, I like that idea. It's good. And the same for training. Disagree on training. Research, I agree with. Buildings, I agree with. Training, I disagree with. And the reason why I disagree with training is because if you're fighting someone, they're online, and they've got a ton of resources in their bags, you could hit them about 3 or 4 times. You're trying to burn them. They could go into their infirms and say, please train me 5 million troops. It asks for a shit ton of resources. They just press accept. And bang, like that, they've got 5 million troops in their castle when you're back to square one trying to burn the target. So yeah, I would totally disagree with doing that for training troops, but I agree with it for research and buildings. Change the location of notifications like attacks, scouts, and hunting. You can actually turn that off. It's called the instant reports that go up in chat. You can actually turn that off as a feature inside your functions. But you're basically saying you still want that alert, but you don't want it at the top of the screen covering the chat. Okay, something you need to consider, I guess. Move the notification instead of having it go across the whole chat. Have it pop up somewhere else on the screen that's out of the way. I like that. That's actually pretty good. That we undo researches we done and stuff, even though losing half, but we need to undo things sometimes. Okay, so you're basically saying it would be great if we could undo researches we don't want. So maybe someone done some research like the wall research, and they don't want that anymore because it's not really benefiting them and they want to reduce their might, have the ability to undo research. Okay, I don't know. Maybe they would do that. Maybe they won't, but okay. Sorry, let me go back down a little bit. There we go. Sorry. Make notification sound for the game. We don't hear the game when we get attacked. That's your device. That's not Lord's Mobile. You need to sort your device out. Add Watcher and Chaos Dragon training hells. They do have them. They're just... training ones for Chaos Dragon are few and far between. I think really it's a case of please add more Chaos training and Watcher training ones. Okay. Please increase the frequency of those, I think is what he's saying. If 2 of guildmates are heading to the same tile, make the screen in blue or something that we know. Okay. Show the stats of tempering so we don't need to calculate it each time. I like that idea. Have some kind of chart in the game that shows the stats that the piece of gear is going to get at each tempering level of Astrolite. I like that idea. Remove the gem building mats from Guildfest gifts and add something useful like Astrolite, or even if it's chest. I think that is... I don't think they're going to do that because a lot of free-to-play do need the gem building mats, and they rely on things like Guildfest to get those gem building mats to help them with their upgrades to get their tier 4 unlocked. So I don't think IGG will remove them, but it would be great if IGG were able to have the game set up so that Guildfest would recognize that you've got tier 4 unlocked already and doesn't put those building mats in the Guildfest rewards. You know what I mean? So when Guildfest comes round, the game recognizes that you are a tier 4 player or upwards, and so it doesn't give you those choices of gem mats inside your Guildfest rewards because it's just pointless. Why would you want them? You don't want them, right? So yeah, I agree. That's actually pretty good for people that don't need them. Yeah, I agree. It would be great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Remove them for castles that have completed it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a good. P, VIP more levels and min those levels to add something like share battle report in guild chat. Yeah, we talked about that. I think it's a good idea. Expedition event needs to have free healing. Oh wow, it's that again. And when you leave the battleground and then like kind of cooling time until you can rejoin. Yep, I said that. That was the exact feedback I gave when the event was on the beta server. Unfortunately, IGG have not done it. It's just crazy that they haven't. But yeah, that's massive. Stop all the ridiculous pay-to-play events. I mean, I get that they have to make money, but at least make it reasonable. Agreed. A monster that's dropping monster hunt gear that free-to-play will be more satisfied to do the hunting. Agreed. Would be fantastic. It's been 8 years. Allow free-to-play to be actually build some of this monster gear. Maybe bring in a new monster that actually drops the monster gear, or bring in an event that you have to do that lets you unlock the monster gear. There's no harm in any shape or form letting free-to-play build up their monster gear. Come on now. It's about time. It's about time, right? Some what's that say? Some modality or mode to farm Lunite. Not to be able to exchange it between players. Agreed, because that will just feed the black market. We get that IGG don't want the dealers to start with this too. True. But we need something that we can get Lunite free to play. True. 100% agree with that. When it's Kingdom WoW, the kingdom should be temporarily locked. Yes, we just talked about that. I think it's a great idea. More events that is involving players to play and enjoy the game, not something where we need to swipe the credit card. Agreed. Better rewards in the events like Astra, Artifact Coins, Embers. Agreed. Astra monsters lower level 3 will be decent for free to play. To be able to finish one monster with energy bar and not items. Yes, have you got the Astra monsters are really not good right now because the amount of Astra you get from them is just no good. The amount you need to use per level on the gear makes it just uneconomical to even think about trying to level up your spear gear using monster Astra. The amount of energy you need is stupid. But it would be great if you could do level 1, 2, and 3 Astra monsters, because then free to play could kill those monsters quickly and get a little bit of Astra to help them with their upgrades. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe an update for the hero skill tree. I said that earlier. Would be lovely to see a hero skill tree update, and every hero to have different skills, and those to be applied on that hero is selected as the leader. For example, one hero to have skills for farming and RSS production, and others to have skills for WoW, others to be for castle attacks, etc. Make the game reasonable again, IGG. Do something for the community as well as not for your bank account. Sorry if that was too dramatic at the end, but it is true. Yeah, no, we all feel the same way. And yeah, I think a hero skill tree, or maybe just even updating the player skill tree, would be a real big thing because it hasn't been updated in 8 years. It would be great to see some big updates on that front. Blimp Warrior says improvement to walls, increase wall percentage resistance to damage against all types of troops except siege, including siege would be an essential component of attacking castles. He's got a point. Walls seem to be forgotten in Lords Mobile. You know, the creativity you guys have got over there with your walls, just it seems to be gone. There was a time when the wall actually could be a thing that people use in the game. You even had a YouTuber, Vegeta, that made an entire YouTube channel around being a wall trap, and there were people in the game that used to use the wall to their advantage and trap people with it. And you seem to have just forgotten those players and left them in the dust, and that's really disappointing to see. When tier 5 come out, there was no update for tier 5 traps for the wall. There hasn't been an update on the wall since the beginning of the game, yet you're still pushing trap jewels, attack trap jewels, and all this other stuff in the chests that people open. I think that's actually kind of unfair. It would be great for you guys to actually provide a big update to the wall and allow people to actually be able to make the wall something that you could possibly use in the game, as long as you've got the right type of heroes and the gear and the jewels to go along with it. So yeah, maybe get your creative juices going and do something good for the wall again. I think that's a really good thing to do. Or just get rid of it, like Always Last said. Either do something with it and make it usable in the game, or just remove the function. You know what I mean? It's just make your mind up. Don't just leave it where it is, because right now it's just in limbo. Increase the amount of traps we can place on our wall. Implement tier 5 traps. This will make a lot of free-to-play heroes that give trap and wall bonuses more useful. True. Merge Dead Kingdoms together. True. More Guild Bash type events with different monsters. True. Solo PVM. What the hell is PVM? PvE, I think you mean. Solo PvE events where players brainstorm hero teams like in Colosseum and take on consecutive waves of combinations of monsters. Wave 1 to 5 is 1 monster, wave 5 to 10 is 2 monsters, and so on and so forth. You can have multiple teams, but once your team loses, you can't use the same heroes in the event. So he's talking about adding some more events that you can do solo PvE. I like that idea as well. Okay, what else we got? There's I agree with tagging people in chat. Yeah, being able to tag people in chat is a big one. Panjon03 in the chat says, I still get bounced by max walls, even if it's not a wall trap, but just a farmer, even with a mix attack. Do you? You get bounced by walls. That's kind of funny. Make sure you put heroes in your march when you send it, and you probably won't bounce. Heroes make a big difference. Let's keep going. Decrease in the timer for Guildfest quests. Yes. They should create tagging of family guilds for growth. They should do it first adoption versus range from a product strategy. And okay, you know what? I agree. Okay, I think I know what you mean, but you know what I think they should do? I think they should update the chat so that you can, okay, this is what I think you should do, IGG. I think you should add, no one said this yet, but I think you should add an ally system inside the game. You could put it under the tab of democracy. Basically, have it so that you can add a guild tag to your guild as an ally. And I think at the top of the screen there should be an ally chat. At the moment, there's 3 chats: world chat, guild chat, and the news. I think there should be a 4th chat, and it should be family chat. Okay, or alliance chat, and whatever you want to call it, right? The place where we hang out chat, I don't know, call it what you want. There should be a 4th chat, and the people that can see that chat are the people that are added to the guild as allies. Okay, that way the different guild tags can be able to communicate with each other in game. Yeah, in game. And there should be a tagging system in the chat so that someone could write something to me. They could write @WorthyPrince, write something, and then when I go into my game, there should be a little red dot on one of the chats that tells me that someone's tagged me. I can click on it and go and look. This way, players are going to stay inside Lords Mobile playing the game, as opposed to constantly coming out of the game and spending hours online, talking online on a third-party app, when they could be inside Lords Mobile chatting inside the chat in there. I think that would be a massive boost to the game. That'd be huge, because this game isn't just about fighting and war, it's about community, and enhancing that would be great. It's not just about the conversations you have with your guild, it's about the conversations that you have with your family of guilds. And it would be great to have a place in Lords Mobile in the game where we could bring a tab down and actually have a conversation with all of our guild mates across the other tags as well, not just on a lineup. I think that would be huge. That would be such a... I don't want voice chat. No, because I heard... No, voice chat wouldn't be good, because other games have done voice chat and you get a lot of racist slurs and rudeness on the voice chats. So I don't really want to do... I don't think I'd want that, especially in world chat. But yeah, no, I think an alliance chat or a family chat for the different guild tags, and you can choose which guild tags are part of your family for those players. And the only people that could talk in that chat are the people that are actually in those guilds that are listed underneath your diplomacy as allies. So yeah, I think that's a really, really good idea. I think that would be fantastic for the community. IGG, admit there's bots in the game. Fix that issue. It's not too late to change it, says Danny. Should add false info 2 and 3. Also, so traps can have more fun and bot users get capped more. Are you talking about false info divided by 2 and divided by 3? So basically, he's talking about add false info, but instead of having it times 2, times 3, times 10, have it as a divided by 2, divided by 3, so you can make your comp look way less than it actually is. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's kind of a dub. I think that's a pretty fun item to put in the game. I think as a trap, you could sit there with like 100 million troops and make people think you've only got 30 mil, and then they all come rallying you, and then they all get smacked. I kind of like that idea, and it's up to the rally lead to test that castle to kind of work out if it is actually a negative or if it's a plus comp. Makes rally leads use their brains a lot more. I'm actually like that. I think it's kind of cool. Thank you for the $2, Moose, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Right, we've got permanent chisel item via a leader skin. Ooh. Ooh. I tell ya, yo, MO1997 coming in with one here, guys. A permanent chisel item via a leader skin amongst other high ticket items to justify the leader skin price. Oh my goodness gracious. Preach to me, brother. Preach to me, bro. Holy shit. Preach to me, brother. Oh my goodness gracious. IGG, I hope you're watching this. What a fantastic idea. Those leader skins are very expensive, and there's really no need or motivation to want to even try and unlock multiple of those skins because they cost so much. But imagine this. Imagine having a leader skin that cost a fair bit to unlock, but if you got it, you got a permanent chisel item on that leader skin, so you could rejewel your gold jewels and it wouldn't cost you gems to do it. I'm telling you, I would go and get my wallet. Yo, IGG, this is $1 million idea right here. Holy shitballs. Yo, I would go and get my wallet right now and I'd be buying the packs because that is an insanely cool item right there. I hate the fact I have to use my gems to constantly have to rejewel in this game. If there was a way to buy a high ticket item that gave me a permanent chisel that I could change my jewels with, I'd be going to get my wallet right now. Where do I swipe? Let me know. Like, absolutely 100% as a rally lead, I want that item. So yeah, that's a massive item right there, and that would make them so much money. Oh my goodness. Wow, what an item that would be. Love that. Fams that drop 50% size boosts, chaos cores, and coins. Yeah, absolutely. Consumables. As rally leads, these are some of the things that cost us the most, and it would be great if we had familiars or some other way for us to regularly drop these things. That would be great. Yeah, 50% size boost, carpets, chaos cores. I like that too. Alliance chat with several guilds, allies marked as blue. We literally just said this. Oh my god, I literally was just talking about this. Yes, alliance chat with several guilds, allies marked with blue. Big thumbs up. I love that idea. 12-star Astra on any gear piece blocks you from Chalice. Ooh. Oh, we were talking about this literally earlier on in the stream. That it would be great if maxed accounts couldn't go to Chalice. I love that idea. We were talking about it and we was like, how could IGG actually implement this feature? Now, I don't think it should stop people from going to Chalice, but I think if you have a level 12 Astra piece of any gear, doesn't matter whether it's champion gear or spear gear, if you have a level 12 Astra piece of gear inside your cabinet, you cannot set a rally on the Chalice base or any of the side Chalice forts. 100% agree with this. I think it would open up Chalice to a lot more lower level rally leads and give people a chance to actually put their solid accounts to the test. Because let's face it, a maxed account with 12 Astra is great, but there's some people that have spent a bloody lot of money in this game that have champion gear and normal gear that's like level 7, 8, 9, 10 Astra, and they don't ever get the chance to do fuck all because it's always the maxed accounts that butt in and always have to try and win something. Wouldn't it be great if Chalice or a version of Chalice, maybe not every Chalice, but maybe on rotation, a version of Chalice could have, you can all go to Chalice, but anybody that's got a level 12 Astra piece can't set a rally anywhere on the actual bases. That way the lower level leads are the ones that have to go ahead and try and win it. Love that idea. Brilliant way to implement it. Beautiful. Yo, these ideas are fantastic. Stop all bots, merge kingdoms, put Oracle in Dragon Arena. 100% agree with you. Oracle for $6,000 for a hero that's the same as Boommeister is the biggest slap in the face that we ever received, one of the biggest slaps in the face we received in this game. Yes, I agree. Put Oracle in the Dragon Arena. Yes. Lunite monsters. Yes. Astra monsters, permanently give them 10 times the amount of Astra. Yes, because 3 times is shit. You need to, it's just not worth it. 10 times the amount of Astra on the monsters. Agreed. Yo, big things there. Make wall traps great again. We already talked about that. Just stop using the game as a... this is Betty Boop from KD1, who says, just stop using the game as a money profit, regardless of how much. You can get lots of money without doing these outrageous stuffs, and only sponsored accounts getting easy upgrades. We are not stupid. Keep this up, and I'll go to a dead kingdom and farm. Not more pay to play, just free to play. Just stop, okay? Make it so everyone can enjoy the game. Betty Boop from KD1, absolutely agree with those comments right there. Johnny from SSC, thank you for the $5 super chat. Better yet, IGG, ban Prince and give me his account. Okay, Dark Vortex. Let's take a look at this. Dark Vortex. Add a VIP shop. Yes, I'm going to go a bit faster now, guys. If it's something we've already discussed, I'm going to move on. Add a VIP shop. Love that idea. Add further branches in the talent tree. Love that idea. Lunite nodes with a say of max 1 million Lunite to collect on the map. RSS gathering for Lunite. Not trading, but gathering RSS. Yes, I love that. Add alternate cosmetics for each of the free-to-play heroes, only unlockable in the above VIP store. Love that idea. Some free-to-play, the free-to-play heroes like Tracker, Black Crow, Oathkeeper, Rose Knight, all the free-to-play heroes have the ability to get leader skins, but different alternate versions of those characters, but you can only get them by purchasing the shards for those from a VIP store added to the game. That won't make you massive amounts of money, but it keeps your community, your larger scale community, happy in the game. I love it. It's a great idea. Make Guild Expedition healing the same as Dragon Arena. Wow, again. Okay, there it is. How many more people are actually going to need to say this, IGG, before you really get this into your heads? We've been saying it since day one, and Dark Vortex is saying it here as well. Add a guild headquarters for guilds which cannot be attacked. Within this could be a reward system that all members can get when each stage is reached for, say, monsters killed, might gained for troops, research, troops killed. Rewards should be something to benefit the guild shell, only so that you lose the boosts if you leave the guild. I like that. Something that another game does, I won't mention the game because we're talking about Lords Mobile today, but another game I played recently, they have something called an activity reward. So determined on the guild how active the players are, how many monsters they've hunted, how much research they've done, how much guild contributions they've made. It creates a list from 1 to like last of the most active players in the guild, and it basically puts it on a point system. And at the end of each week, the R5, the leader of the guild, or the R4 team can give out really good rewards to the people that have been the most active. It doesn't let you give rewards to everybody in the guild, but it does it for maybe like the top 30 or top 20 of the most active players. You can then gift those people rewards, and there's like 3 good rewards for the top 3 active people, and then there's about 10 rewards which are not quite as good as the 3, but they're still pretty good. And then there's some lower level rewards, a bit like your WoW rewards that the Overlord gives out, but these are done on a weekly basis on a Sunday, and you can do it for the most active players in the guild. So it basically creates motivation inside the guild to be active and take part and do stuff so that your points are good. So at the end of the week, your leadership team is going to give you a really good reward. That's something that I saw another mobile game doing. I think it's a really good idea, and it'd be great to see something like that implemented into Lords Mobile. Okay. Let's go down. Okay, to add this to what's it say? To add to this, add an event once per month where the headquarters has to endure waves of increasingly stronger marches. So that's kind of similar to what we saw the other day in a lot of games are doing that kind of thing. Just another PvE event where you have to protect the fort from PvE troops. I don't know whether that would work in Lords Mobile, but I think basically what we're getting here is add some more content to the game, some more PvE event, not just for solo people to do on your own, but something you can do together as an alliance. I came up with the idea of having the Dark Nests attack you. That'd be kind of fun, you know? go for an event where for an hour all the dark nests pull in and start attacking you and stuff. You got to try and protect each other and whatnot. That'd be kind of cool. Make future collaborations like they used to be, where items were more obtainable from completing hell events and hunting monsters. 100% agree. Okay, smiley face has said scratch Guild Expedition or transform it to a new event where matchup is based on base stats or average best set stat, including leader and fury. The guilds that match are put in an event called Province and could consist of multiple kingdoms or a guild expedition stroke chalice event. This needs some working on, however. Main goal should be that you get even matchups, and skill and teamwork should matter. It also should give out good rewards to keep good rewards to even out the stat gap, encourage players, and encourage clever play in other events like Baron. For instance, for winning the event, you get a temporary Baron jewel that you that you can keep if you get a certain amount of points in Baron. Aim should be to attract new players, but also retain current player group on all spending levels. But it should also encourage to grow your account, since the game will need some profit. Oh, and it will cost RSS, but kills will be added to your castle. Winner of the event will be head of the province, and it will have some benefits to your guild, like a migration reduction cost, maybe RSS tax income, title, temporary drills, and some sort of province boost. Interesting event idea there. To go to all the fighting, make Lunite available in some form that it can be harvested, maybe for a period of time. I agree with this. A bit like the what's it called? What's the familiar stuff called? That blue stuff. I can never remember the name of that stuff, chat. It's not Lunite. It's the seahorse monster drops it. What's it called? What's that blue stuff called? I can't remember. What's that blue stuff? Not Anima. Anima, it's not Anila, it's Anima. Anima, yeah. So like they could do a monster like the seahorses with Anima. I would like to see the seahorses return. But where's the Anima things, the seahorse ones? It'd be great if they had a return as well. And the rest that has been said, like merging kingdoms, etc. Yeah. Lady Coco says no paid bots. Actually ban people for bot usage. 150% agree with this statement right here. No paid bots. Actually ban people for bot usage. Yeah, they do it so blatantly. They port to the base or whatever. They have all their bot accounts around the outside of the base that they've purchased, and they get hit on the base, and you see them all go at the same time and speed in really fast, which is not possible, because when a human tries to do that, it says, sorry, error, please try again. You know what I mean? It's so blatant, they don't even try and hide it, and they win their Baron, they win their jewels, and they don't get no punishment for doing it. I don't give a shit if this person's got a maxed account and they've spent tons of money with you. Make an example and people will stop doing it. Yeah, take that maxed account and ban them, even if it's a temporary ban initially for like a month. Make it so they can't log into their account for a month. Put a 1 month shield on it. We know you've got the Shadow Realm Kingdom because we've seen you send people there before, right? Send their castle to the Shadowland on a 1 month shield and ban them from logging into their account for a month. That quickly stop them from doing it. Until you start making an example of these people with these rain bots at these events, nothing's ever going to change. But trust me, if you start banning people and stuff, people ain't going to do it. They're not going to risk their account by doing it. It's quite simple. Add guild buildings like an official guild bank, the way every guild has equal access to the bank. Okay. An event where everyone is given the same amount of troops, resources, and stats to compete. The way your skill play in the game, your game knowledge, and your ability to make alliances and form strategies are what determines the outcome, and not your knowledge of your credit card number and how to swipe it. I love that as well. More events which require a bit more skill and game teamwork, rather than just, oh, you win because you swiped your credit card. Yeah, I agree. Fix the migration system. It should be determined based on your stat and not the age of your castle. You have all these homecoming events to get old players back, but when they return after years away from their castle, age includes their time away, but their strength is equivalent to castles in the newer kingdoms. But they can't go and play there because of their age. Oh, I see. Okay. So migration based on stats rather than power, because might doesn't mean anything. It's about what's in the castle. Okay. Events that require a lot of players' time, such as KVK, should happen on the weekends. Redo your 3-week cycle properly. Yeah, I agree with that. The recent change where KVK is on a Sunday and finishes on a Monday is actually kind of awful. KVK should start on a Saturday and finish on a Sunday. I understand you've got time differences, but there was never an issue before, and now it seems like there's this massive issue. The last KVK was directly after Emperor. I mean, what? That 12-hour Emperor War, and literally the second that that finished, KVK began, and then it finished early hours of Monday morning. Like, what are you doing with the timelines? It's just dumb. It's just so dumb. Add a limit to artifact royal coin of something like 50,000. Bought coins wouldn't count to the limit. This would still let people save coins for Guildfest or new events, while also preventing bots stacking coins for a year, stealing artifacts from the leads who actually need them in Artifact Challenge. Yeah, I agree. You can actually get more than 50,000 coins, but you can't add further free to play coins once you hit the 50,000 mark. Yo, I have to say, this is actually a really good idea. I agree with this 100%. One of the biggest issues that I talked about in today's stream was the fact that Artifact Challenge is just a complete mess because it's full of bot accounts that have been sitting on a bot for 2 years collecting artifact coins, and it just so happens that the person that owns that bot account has decided to log into it and open up a fucking shit ton of artifact coins, and which messes up the rankings. You see it every time. Someone's at the top with 900 openings and they're an absolute dog shit account, but they've got like 200 billion timbercent. It's like, oh great, it's a fucking bot. That right there would solve the problem. If you're if you're trying to open up like the dailies and you want to get yourself some free-to-play artifact coins, if you're at 50,000, it won't add to it. You just don't get them. 50,000 is the cap. And then you can go over 50,000, but that's only if you're buying packs. Love that idea. Because then the people that are buying stuff to push it can buy more and go like 70, 80, 90, 100,000 plus coins if they're buying packs. But free-to-play gets capped at 50,000. That is POG. That is POG. IGG, please do that. That would actually solve a lot of the problems. It really would. Like, you wouldn't even need to spend time and man hours managing the event if you actually did that. Like, that would actually solve so many of the issues with regards to the ranking events. And then you'd find that the top ranking events would actually be the pay-to-play wonder leads that need the artifacts. Yo, that is actually POG. Why wasn't that done from day one? That should have been done from day one when the Artifact Challenge come up. I love that idea. Massive, massive dub. I love it. Rework the wall and traps. The mechanic is so broken, people ask guildmates to drop guild and break their wall so they have a better defense, and traps themselves are completely worthless. A suggestion for traps would be they always work even if the wall is down. They are an equivalent to a troop and get hit first. Example, 100,000 tier 4 traps would be like hitting 100,000 tier 4 troops before hitting someone's actual troops. So basically you're saying make the wall actually useful in Lords Mobile and actually worth having the research, the jewels, the traps. Yeah, no, I agree. I think they should definitely do something with that. Any kind of feedback. I really love the minigame part of Lords Mobile, so I'd like to have it more elite and challenge levels. I just want to really have a chance to use heroes besides Colosseum fights. That's a big one. And a lot of people want to be able to use their heroes in more ways than just Colosseum fights and hero chapters. Maybe adding something in where you can get more use out of the heroes would be a good thing. Always last. No bots. Agree. Add a dealer style buying, but do it yourselves. Players can log in and go to the mall and buy open RSS or buy 100,000 worth of items based on might. Okay, that's kind of cool. Get rid of the 15-minute timers in Guildfest, make it 5 minutes, and make it a 3-day event instead of a 7-day. Love that idea. Reduce the timers so it's easier to get it done quicker, and reduce the event from 7 days to 3 days. And then you don't even need to change the rewards. The rewards can stay the same because they'll be fine for a 3-day event. But a 7-day event is just too long. Agreed. That maybe reducing the length for Guildfest in this way would actually allow you to fix the time schedule for KVK. Love this idea. Make some type of wonder event that are based on might. Again, I like the idea, but I think it's better what someone said earlier. Make a version of Chalice where someone who has a level 12 Astra piece of gear in their cabinet cannot rally any of the bases or forts. That way it tailors to some of the still strong rally leads, but maybe someone that is slightly lower level than a maxed account. You know, that's what I think. That's how I think they fix that. Make it so you get monster astrolite hunting regular monsters. Okay. Turn KVK into a one-day event. KVK is a one-day event. It's 24 hours, right? Oh, you mean just have it on one day rather than two? I think it's difficult to do that because of time zones, right? But no, I like KVK Saturday to Sunday. That's how I like it. Fix your customer service so they actually can answer basic questions like what are the stats gained for level 12 Astra? Currently, they tell you that you have to figure it out for yourself. Yeah. So the customer service is awful. Like, I feel like you should definitely do something about that because they don't seem to understand anything about the game. Thank you, always last. I appreciate that. LA Rayan in says gifting excess materials to guildmates. Not going to happen. I agree, it's not going to happen. Reduce gap between free to play and pay to play in gameplay. Again, going to be difficult to do between free to play and pay to play. Reduce RNG events. I agree with that. Selectable Guildfest quests. Yes, I agree. A drop down so you can choose which Guildfest quest you want to come up. Have it so that you can customize Guildfest in a better way. I love this, making it more efficient for the players so you're not sitting there mind-boggling, just staring at the screen waiting for the quest to come up. No, bad quest. No, bad quest. No. Who the hell wants to do that? Nobody wants to do that. So make it more customizable to make it more tailored to what you want to actually work on. I love that idea. Collab events should be player focused and not money focused. No wonder players left or lost interest on collab events. Big true. Remove shield bots from the game. Yes, we know this. Big true. Merge kingdoms. True. Make the game a game of skill, not just money. I mean, there has to be a balance. If you make a game completely of skill, then you're not going to make a lot of money. But if you make it all about money, then you're going to lose your player base. So it's about finding an equilibrium, a balance between the two. A skill-based game where you can also make money. I just think that lately, IGG seems to have gone down the road of more money and not really caring about skill. And we'd like to see the game come into more balance, because at the moment, the game feels completely out of balance right now. Just like Familiar Ward, limit the number of rallies one castle can take within a time period. No, I don't want to do that, because party traps, you've got to set multiple rallies. So limiting the amount of rallies one castle can take within a time period. Like a familiar ability. No, I don't like that one. Sorry. Reduce the migration scroll requirements. Yeah, I think it's too expensive to migrate around for some big castles. They could definitely do something with that. Gear switch ability to those Gear switch ability to those farm gears like gathering, hunting, and training, except even when the leader is captured. So you're saying even if your leader's captured, you want to be able to switch between hunting gear, gathering gear, that kind of thing, just not maybe war gear. Okay. Astrolite from lower monsters level 2 or 3. Yeah, we've had that already. That would be helpful. 2 frequent events on the board. Reducing the frequency will be interesting. Now it's overflow. More counter boost than current. Skills should be more important than the number of troops. So they're saying add counter boosts so people can actually do more with less amount of troops, rather than just building a massive stockpile of troops and beating people because you've got a massive troop count. Okay, interesting. There's a few interesting points there and some I'm not too sure about, but I'm still want to put this feedback across. Tasty Licks, what's up, buddy? I suggest a hard focus on the stuff they got right. Huge update on guilds. Community is the reason we all stayed through all this bullshit money grab. 100% agree. That's why Lords Mobile still have a fairly thriving community still, even though we've lost a ton of the player base. It's because of the community aspect as opposed to what they're providing to us as far as content goes, because most of us are all fed up with what's in the game. So it's the community that's keeping us together. Give us more opportunities to work together. Fam tags, alliance shows up different color. Yes, if you're on alliance with people, yeah, like KVK does, you have the purple castles and you have the normal castles. Have it so that alliance castles are a different color or something, or they've got a little tag. If you make them an ally under diplomacy or something on the map, it gives them a little badge or something next to their name or something, so you know it's an ally. That way it will prevent mistakes of people attacking allies' castles and things, you know, because some people have sub guilds which could also be part of the alliance. It will stop people from hitting castles they don't realize are part of the alliance. I like that. Guild territories, guild banks, buildings to generate large amount of RSS without bots. I like that. Lunite farming on your territory. Ability to merge an old guild shell. Max guild size increase, guild research, new rare materials. You can only win through event participation, not ranking events. Quick swap turf buildings, all in firms and manors. Yeah, I think there's no real harm in doing this at this point. It would be great if we had a quick swap function where we could just press one button, we pay a resource cost and a speed up cost, and our entire infirms will all just switch to manors. I think that would be really helpful because that would just save a lot of time when it comes to training troops and being more efficient with it. Agree with that. It would be nice. I don't think that's ever going to happen, to be honest with you, but it would be really, really nice to have something like that. Agreed. Bring back Aptoid. Or do what Aptoid did, is you buy packs, make it so you could build up percentages off your packs. Like a, or maybe do some kind of loyalty thing. I mean, they have the, what's it called? The Lord's Mobile thing where it's like the diamond membership. I mean, I'm a diamond member and I don't really get that much for it. I get the point store where I can go and get a few items and stuff. But yeah, it would be great to have some kind of loyalty scheme where if you buy packs, you know, you generate some kind of discount that leads to maybe free packs. Would be great if you've done some of that. I mean, they have the diamond store that has discounts and stuff on it, but it would be great to have something in the game, like a loyalty bar or something that basically goes up depending on what you're buying and stuff. Something extra for people that are buying stuff is basically what I'm hearing here. Tasty Lick says, overhaul on kingdoms with focus on fair WoW fighting. Merging kingdoms, yeah. Titan kingdoms have 8 fort protection period reduced to 3 days. Normal and villages. So he's basically saying having kingdoms set based on what's in it. Okay, that's not necessarily a bad idea. Yo, what's up, K-King? 57 months. Thank you. What's up? It's good to see you in the stream. Hello, everyone. Sorry I've been AWOL. Been a couple of wild months. Big love. Thank you, K-King. 57 months, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. One of the longest members on the channel. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you're doing well and you're staying healthy. Good to see you here. Possibly look at locking kingdoms 1 hour or a day prior to battle period. Predictable and advertised WoW times. In-game streamline migration search. You know what? I think the WoW thing is something I pick up here. I think what would really fix a lot of problems in the game for people is if, like, during WoW, the kingdoms were locked. Locking the kingdoms during WoW and then reopening the kingdoms once WoW's finished. There's nothing wrong with having locked periods and open periods. And I think during war, when WoW's going on, if the kingdom locked, I think it would be much better. And then open the kingdom once all the bases are locked and the forts are locked. Then the base opens up again. The kingdom open up again. I think that's a great idea. Make Emperor Baron Chalice more interesting to watch. Any spectator should be able to see who's winning, like DA. Yeah, I think that's good too. A lot of people do go and watch Emperor and watch Baron, even though it's not their Emperor and it's not their Baron. It might be cool to have some kind of option for people to see who's winning, but I also don't think they would do that, because if they did that, then people that are in that Baron could just have an account in another kingdom and just monitor who's winning and who's not. I mean, to be honest with you, most players in the game these days have bot systems that tell them the exact time that they're inside the fort anyway. So people who are playing Emperor and Baron know at any given time anyway how much occupation time they've got down to the second, because they have that magic word again, a bot, that tells them exactly how much occupation time has happened during the fight. So, end of the day, yeah, people who already have the feature in the game who play these events to see who is in the lead and who isn't. So there really isn't no harm, I don't think, in actually having that as an open feature for everybody to have, even the people that are participating, to have a leaderboard up to see at any time who's winning and what the ranking stats are during the fight. I don't see the harm in having that, to be honest with you. Like I say, most guilds have that function anyway with the bot systems. So again, embrace it. Make it a feature in the game. Put them bot companies out of business by putting all the features that are currently on the bot in the game as added features. And then people have got a choice. They can either have those features for free in Lord's Mobile, or they can pay some idiot who wants to build cheat systems for a game money every month for stuff that's already in the game. People ain't going to waste their money on a bot subscription if everything's already in the game for free. Embrace the bot. Put the features in the game. That way, the people that run these bot companies will go out of business. And you know what I say, IGG? Fuck them. There we go. Beast says, get rid of Expedition. Make a battleground you can sign up for and go in and battle at any time, just like DA, and you can play at any time and no RSS cost. Get rid of Quest Smite for those of us that were new to the game and didn't understand the long-term effect of it. migration cost. Make Watcher and Chaos Dragon medals available for purchase. Okay. I hate trying to time my growth around stupid challenges. Don't create level 90. Instead, make more heroes and fill the rest of fams with army talents. Would love to see a Cav hero with similar stats to Grimwolf. Create a familiar that gives you a free level 60 hero for your prison. Oh, that's a good idea. Like a temporary captured leader for your prison. I like that. I freaking hate bullying smaller players just to get a hero for my altar or prison. Make war reports only available for people you have approved. Spies can also join a guild, one troop reign, and get your information and help their guild zero you while you sleep. Make it so that we can replay Verge Way. I enjoyed it personally. Make more battalions for us to use. So many comps to keep up with. Fix the rain bots in events like Emperor. Good game that could be great with a few tweaks. I like that. Some really good feedback. Completely absorb Castle Clash IGG game into Lords Mobile and adapt some of the game mechanics. Give players opt-in period for the game account equivalent in diamonds. Spend $100. Clash equals $100 worth of diamonds. Better yet, seed model where your account has equivalent in all IGG games. Interesting concept. Take Castle Clash and just absorb it into Lords and make the Castle Clash features be a separate part of the game in Lords Mobile. Damn, that's a big one. I don't think they would do that. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea. Best thing IGG can do is make, this is Dave, is make rewards based on more player skill commitment, not just by swiping your credit card. Obviously, they need to make money, but rewards should be possible by playing the game. Those that want to be lazy or don't have time should still also be able to get by swiping. Okay. I love playing the Verge Way. I don't understand why you can only play it once. Would love to be able to go back and redo some of the levels when I'm bored. Last thing they need to do is get rid of tracker bots. I don't care about standard bank admin bots, but trackers are ridiculous. As for Expedition, I'd go as far as to say merge Expedition into DA into one event. Use DA scoring and free heal, but in Expedition setting. Interesting. I personally don't want them to change DA because I love Dragon Arena. It's my favorite event. But I do agree with them making changes to Expedition because I think Expedition could also be a fun event. I just think they need to change some stuff that we've already gone through. Auto Verge Way. Guild progress. This is full path here. It says guild progress. Stuff like in Rise of Kingdoms, World of Water, no towers. Voice call option in guild. I don't want that. No new bullshit pay to win updates. Remove Guild Expedition if you can't fix it. True. If you're not going to fix Guild Expedition, just get rid of it because none of us care. More cat emojis. Account badges, like an 8-year-old account will have an OG badge. I agree. If you play Lords Mobile for a year, you should get like a special recognition for doing that. And then like the older your account is, you could get like some kind of extra special thing. I like that. Rewards for playing the game for a long period of time. It's pretty good. Okay, we've got some feedback from Kitsuni. IGG needs to acknowledge free-to-play. IGG needs to make changes and events for free-to-play and low spender. IGG needs to give out more collabs that free-to-play can get skins and cool things. Even we are humans, we also want collab stuff. I agree, we've already gone through this earlier, that the collabs are more fun when the community can get involved and play around with the items. But at the moment, it's only the top 1% that can even think about getting some of those items because the price tags are just ridiculous. Yes, I agree. IGG can also give out rewards and special events to only people who have not used their first purchase bonus in sense pure free-to-play accounts. Nice idea. If you're an account that's just completely free-to-play and IGG can see on their systems you're a full free-to-play account, it would be nice to be able to reward those people, not because they've spent money on your game, IGG, and put some money in your pockets, but how about because they gave you their time and they gave you their dedication to playing your game. Be nice to see some more rewards going to free-to-play. They make up the bulk of your community. It would be nice to see these guys get more rewards in the game because, you know, it would be a nice thing to do, right? I also think the castle would be upgraded 5 more levels and also get new buildings for Lunite and homes. And since we give resources like gold, ore, and certain excessive items like tier 4, unlocking ones which are in a bag for years and use that to craft Lunite and homes. Can also make customer service bot, not the shitty people in customer service. Also, future collabs, they can make money, but at least let people unlock 80% of it. Free-to-play methods, agreed. Also recommend pathway or like guides or like recommendation section or doubt section for new players to be able to just pop in and ask a doubt and leave or like the game recommends some gears and stuff. Okay, so basically more features in the game that help new players with tutorials and stuff like that. I like that. I also like this idea of IGG basically saying if any really experienced players in Lords Mobile would like to basically put their names forward to become a game master, right, in the game. That's just a name I'm making up for it, but that's just my idea. Basically, what would happen is like a bunch of players who are really experienced that know a lot about the game could put their name forward to be a game master, and then have a function inside the game where if a new player's stuck, they can literally type a question and press send, and it will randomly go out to like the game masters, and it will go out to the game masters. So basically, you have another inbox. A game master would be given another inbox in the game, which will fill up with questions, and then basically like, when you've got some free time, like a game master can go in and look at the questions, and you can get a reply from an actual player in the game who can give you the answer to the question. This would actually ease up the burden on Lords Mobile's customer service, and basically by turning some of the experienced players in Lords Mobile into sort of customer service reps. But it's kind of a nice thing for the community to do. I'm sure there's some people that wouldn't want to do that and some people that would, but people can make their own decision if they want to be a part of that or not. And that way, players that got simple questions could ask and get a reply from an actual real player in the game who knows what they're doing. I don't know. To me, that sounds like a pretty win-win-win. Frees up manpower for IGG and gives people in the game another thing that they can do, and maybe gives that person that is a game master a special reward for putting out their time to help people. Maybe a special avatar or a special castle skin or something cool that that person can be proud of. When you see someone in the kingdom that's got that special castle skin, you're like, oh look, that guy's got the special castle skin. That's a game master. That's someone that doesn't work for IGG. They're not sponsored by IGG. They just put their own time out to help other members of the community. It's a castle skin or an avatar that someone would wear that would feel proud to wear that because they help people. I don't know. Call me a madman, but I think that's a pretty good idea. Also recommend pathway. I've done that one already. Okay, introduce guild levels in which increasing them gives rewards and benefits like entire guild level and number of players and stuff increases and such, like faster percentage of whatever to promote being in an active guild and doing guild things and working together. I agree with that. More guild activities is good. Anima monsters should be added back. Hunting gears for, I agree with the anima monsters, the seahorses, yes. Hunting gear monsters for free to play. I like that idea. An event where the guild monster that you have to protect from the enemy and go and attack their guild monster, but with equal attack power on both sides. A number of players and strategy matters equal, but in end, you can buy a pass to increase the reward. More bargain stores for free to play, and also do like gem giveaway for knowing the game in large amounts, not like 2,000 or 4,000. Don't be cheap. No bot programs. Okay, so more rewards, no bots. Last thing, IGG can shove their $30 million up their ass and make a better place for Lords Mobile. Okay, nice, nice. Yo, thank you for the $5 super chat. Always last. I will throw down my credit card for more cat emojis. I like that. I like that. Fuzzy Noodle, thank you for the 6 months. Would love the game master feature. Yeah, did you like that idea? I think it's a really good idea. I think Lords Mobile would benefit from that a lot. I love the game. This is P. I love the game, honestly, even being free to play. I appreciate seeing my castle grow during time, but it's so annoying to see those collaborations so expensive. I just can't get anything. Yeah. Please help out free to play. I'm not free to play and I feel for them, but when I don't waste money being a rally lead and I need way too many troops for it, I feel bad for free to play when their rally leads like to make the troops take forever, and one wrong thing they can lose it all 4 years of progress. Yeah. Make troops and make the troops back. IGG needs to help free to play. Yeah, I think so too. Just one thing here. This is Redire Boss says, make the game to like high spenders, like $1,000 or more should be with those who spend like between 1,000. Oh, you're basically saying put people in categories depending on how much they spend. I don't think they're ever going to do that, dude. I see why you would say that. Put low spenders and free to play together, but that's not going to happen. That would, no, because it just won't. I understand the reasons why you say it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Also, heroes can have activatable things like familiars, and they give 10% army attack for like the next rally or something, like 10, 20, 50,000 gems. Unlock it. Okay. Let us choose what we do. Let us choose what we do when we get Guildfest rewards. If you choose, it may be 50% less. But if you need any kind of chests, you can get only that. So you're basically saying choose what you want to do in Guildfest. Like choose the amount of quests you want to do, and then based on that will determine your rewards. True, but then would that affect your points? Would you get less points? Because most guilds wouldn't want that. They'd want you to get their point minimums. I don't know. I still think the best thing with Guildfest we've heard so far is reduce the timers to 5 minutes and make it so that the leadership can tailor what quests actually show up. Have an automatic quest except for Guildfest. If you like, if you want like a spend 200,000 Holy Star quest, automatically accepts it for you. I like that idea as well. So if there's a specific quest you want, you could choose it, and if it comes up, it automatically grabs it for you. That's actually a pretty good one. I like that. Also, who pressed this first should get 200,000 Holy Star quests first, but you can only search for one quest at a time. Yes, you can only preset it to search for one particular quest for you at one time. Others you would manually click, but if that one you're looking for comes up, it auto grabs it for you. Yeah, I like that idea. Get a more selective reward for Guildfest. I mean, they do give you the option to choose between the 3 things, but sometimes those 3 things are just not good for your account. Like I was talking earlier, when you get the option to get like gem building things like cuffs, books, and soul crystals, and you already got tier 4. What do you want those things for? You don't need them. So having the gifts more tailored to your account would actually be a good thing. Okay, let's have a look. I think it could be nice if IGG gives a free $5 pack to everyone. That we could choose which one we get. Yoshi, guild bank building, remove bots, make free to play a bit easier, guild research, no mobile game is this expensive, look at your competition, please. VIP shop, more levels with good buffs. A lot of things there which I agree with, we've already talked about. Lord Flames, there's a VIP shop. Yeah, you go, yeah. Cash in VIP chests and extra stuff like the eggs and things. Yeah, no, this is a great one. I agree with this. Add an option to show how percentage you will do by a hit for monster before you send your hero. We avoid situation where someone can steal your monster just because you didn't know what your hit will be, less than 1%. It's interesting that, because I think the amount of damage you do is variable depending on that. You know, it's very situational. There's a random number generator associated with the damage you do on a monster. Obviously, the more damage you do will be dependent on the heroes you use, if they're counter heroes, and the gear you're using. But you're basically saying, I don't think they could literally tell you exactly what percentage you're going to hit, but I think it would be nice to get maybe a range. So you click on a monster, you're getting ready to hit it, you're on the screen to attack. I think maybe just above the attack or in the middle of the screen above the heroes, it should give you a range that you're going to do damage in. So let's just say you're about to hit this monster. It should say damage range 41 to 45%. So you know you're within that 4% rating. That way, if your monster's got like 50% health, you're like, I'm not actually, I'm going to leave like 3%. Potentially, I could leave 3%. I might not want to do this. Let's hit it maybe differently. So yeah, some kind of damage range. That would actually be kind of cool. I kind of like that idea. Maybe add Emperor accessories to the game. No. Next one. Sorry. No. I want to say I'm not broke. No, and that's something else. Remove Oracle from the game. Love that. Auto speed for troops. Auto speed for troops to wonders. Remove rain bots. And cut for cut. Okay, yeah. So basically remove rain bots. Yes. Make carpets cheaper. The $49.99 pack should be a crime. I think they're too expensive as well for what they are. I agree. I think carpets are well overpriced. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Is there anything else? We've got Papi Chulo. Players in general would want to do more with their account. It will prevent so many players from making new accounts in new kingdoms. So why don't they make the castle level 45 or 60? Only if they did it in an economical way though, right? You know the only way to get monster gear is from purchasing shit. There should be a monster for it. We've already said that. Agreed. Must make the castle skins move outside your turf. So basically animations on the castle skins outside the turf on the kingdom map. Add palm trees and birds fly around the outside turf. Must have weather conditions outside like turf, like tornadoes, earthquakes or rain. Don't know if the servers will handle it, but it would be nice to see. We have a day, they recently, fairly, not recent, but the last big update they done to the map was the 3D update, and during that update they added a day and night cycle. It would be nice to see possibly some more weather things. They do change the map. Like they make it all snowy during winter time, don't they? And then they make it grass when it's not winter. It would be nice to see maybe some more weather conditions if it's possible. I don't know what the game engine's like. If it's possible for them to be able to even think about doing something like that, it might just add lag to people's phones and devices and make them too hot and overheat. But yeah, it's a great idea. I love the idea of potentially adding more weather conditions to the game. Most make a territory and research tree for alliance. Yeah, I agree with that. That's good. Some people don't agree though. Look, we don't need guild territory. Some people don't like that. Thanks for the $5 super chat, Blubbers. Give Prince a Winter Parker plus 12 that he can delete and has to use. Okay, Devil says, add more research, more player levels and new titles. Auto kick system for guilds that the leader can set like 2 days offline and you get auto kicked. And maybe more faults in older kingdoms. The best thing yet, scrap your other games and focus on Lords, the big game. Additionally, to what someone else said, if you win Overlord, Chalice, Baron, NM, you should get a badge in your stats that says you won it before, and maybe even a number that says how many times you won it. That's pretty cool. Do a monster hunting kingdom where people can do hunting for an anime, evil weevil, gemming gremlins like we had years ago, or just bring them back out. Also a Lunite monster. Yeah, Lunite monster's good. Bots are not... Greco says bots are not going to be removed from the game. We might as well come to terms with that. What IGG can do, if it's not them creating the programs, is conspiracy theorist here, is to implement what the bot... We've already said this. We've actually said this a few times during this stream. Implement what the bots do into the gameplay somehow, which would create a more level playing field for all and no need to go to third-party programs. Example, the third-party programs having a whitelist for letting people in the door was taken from the third-party program and implemented into the game. True, it was. Programs do that, can be implemented into the game. Player rallied or rally is set in the kingdom. Upgrade the watchtower research building to notify you. Player goes into Fury, upgrade the Fury research to be notified, maybe within a certain distance of your turf. Player is offline or inactive for a certain amount of time. Upgrade the bookmarks to include helps, might changes, marches that left your turf, shield drops on a castle. Upgrades to the watchtower research that notifies you within a certain range of your turf. Love these ideas, Greco. This is really, really good. And again, goes on to what we were talking about earlier on with regards to the subscription bot service that comes through Telegram and Discord. Instead of allowing these third-party programs to completely ruin the game, IGG should embrace this and just include these features in the game in some way, like you just went through there. I think that's a fantastic idea. If removing people's fake castles they've got, which they've attached the bot to, is such a massive problem for IGG, then just implement the services in the game as part of the game. And then people ain't going to go and pay a subscription fee if the stuff is all in the game for free. The people that have set up these companies to set up these subscription services for these bot systems will go out of business. And to those people that set up those businesses, we don't care. We're glad you're going out of business. And it would make Lords Mobile really good. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Massive way. Massive dub. Huge way to fix this issue. C says the event that you need walls healed at max HP to enter is rubbish. Ain't no way I'm waiting 14 days to heal my wall for an event. Free-to-play people can't afford for their shield to always be active all the time, and someone stronger will always attack it. Makes it terrible when the event starts and you can't enter. Probably also applies to pay to win as well. I mean, to be fair, I've got like 1 million wall repairs, so it's not really a big deal for me, but for some people it might be a problem. Number 2, Guild Expedition is complete rubbish. You waste so much resources and the time spent isn't even worth it, even with the time reduction. Plus, add a 24-hour shelter for players. It would be helpful while there is a 24-hour shield, but not a 24-hour shelter. That's true. They're only doing it to make players be more active so they generate more money. If people lose troops and spend cash to heal their men, train. I mean, I don't use, as a pay-to-play player, I don't use the shelter unless I'm doing it for my dailies, where it says put your leader in the shelter and then take it out to get those daily points. Most of the sometimes I put it in the shelter and I actually forget I've put it in there. And then I'm like scratching my head and I'm looking around my turf and looking at my heroes like, yo, where's my leader? Yo, guys, I'm in the chat. Guys, I can't find my leader. They're like, what? I'm like, I can't find my leader. I haven't been capped. My leader's in my castle, but it's not showing up on my wall, and it tells me it's out my castle. I haven't got no marches out of my castle. Let me go and ask IGG support. IGG support, where's my leader? It's not in my castle. Thank you for calling IGG support. Your leader is in your castle, and all of your stats are all still applied. Please go into the game and take a rally because your war gear is going to work. And I'm like, oh great, it's okay guys, I've just spoken to IGG customer services and they've told me that even though it says my leader's out my castle, all of my gear is going to work absolutely fine. It's okay, but still, where is my leader? And then someone will appear in the TWK guild chat and they'll say, Mike, have you checked your shelter? I'm like, oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I haven't checked that. I checked my shelter and it's like, ah, there you are. There's my leader. I wondered where you were and I bring it out. And it's like, damn, you know, good job I didn't take that rally because customer services were wrong anyway. And I would have got smashed. So yeah, it's a good job I checked my shelter. So that's really the only thing I use a shelter for as a pay to play. But for free to play, the shelter is actually really useful. And I think a 24-hour shelter would actually be ideal for these free to play players. So they can actually go to work and go to sleep and not have to stress about if their leader's out their castle or not. Okay, really good. Okay, for Guildfest, you should be able to set up minimum points for tasks that pop up. I like that because at the moment, the bot system does that for us. I don't know whether you knew this, IGG. I'm sure a lot of players in the chat know. Yeah, Lord's bot actually has a feature that basically you can set a minimum point on the actual Lord's bot. And then what it does is if a quest pop, you can set the minimum at like 150 points. And if a quest comes up in the Guildfest and it's below 150, the bot will instantly remove the quest for you. It saves us R4s and leadership constantly getting tagged online. Can you please reset the quests? Can you guys, where's the R4s? Where are they? I need the quests reset. Yeah, nah, bruh. Nah, listen, nah. Like, it drives as a leadership team, it drives you mad. So Lordspot does it for us. We set the minimum of what quests we actually want to go. We put 150 in and everything under 150 insta-deletes. And then that way the guild's happy. The quests are constantly being rotated. Add that feature to the game. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, a third-party company did it. You're telling me you can't, IGG? Prove us wrong. How good are you? So yeah, add that in. That would be really good. Okay, lock kingdoms during WoW. I got tired of fighting against renter leads. Agreed, Fast Fox. Agreed. Ransoms shouldn't be limited to gold. If it's outside of your KVK, you can pay the leader so people don't migrate RSS. No, I think it should be just gold. Make these better. Feel no one uses them, or maybe make them given out for free. Hate to see them go to waste. Yeah, I think it would be better to make these rewards better. I think you did update this a little while ago with some stuff, some artifact brushes and things, but let's be honest, they're not exactly great, are they? So it would be good if we had some better rewards inside the WoW winnings. That would be nice, I think. Okay, let's go. We're at the bottom. Add a voting system. Hang on a minute, I need to move my camera because we're at the bottom. Let me move my camera, peeps. We literally made it to the bottom. Okay. Add a voting system in the guild that rank 4 and 5 players can put polls and other guilds can vote in polls. Okay, can't believe you skipped my first adoption versus RNG thing. Oh, sorry, Dark Grey. Adoption versus RNG thing. This allows people to buy in for advantage, then 6 months later release it for a normal paid for the rest of the people. That means all rally leads would buy into artifacts, but it's not driven by RNG. $5 times get 6 month advantage, basically. We talked about this a few months ago. Don't make me start talking about Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, adoption versus RNG. I think adoption versus RNG is a massive thing. I think it would be great for Lords Mobile to take this on board. I don't know whether they will, but I think it's a very good idea. I like to see how much something costs and then go buy it rather than having this RNG aspect of it. No, I agree, Darkgrave. I think it's very, very good. Update the map to make it look more realistic and show the land and water and mountains. I agree. I mean, you can't quite see this, chat, because it's further down. Let's move this up. Here we go. It says there, update the map to make it look more realistic so you can actually see the land and the water and mountains. I agree. A map update on here would be actually kind of nice. Bro didn't list all the things I listed. I'm sorry. Oh, he's back. Okay, I'm going to go back up and find it. I saw Emperor and I was like, I know, I saw the accessories and I thought that was all you wrote. Let me have a quick look. I don't want to leave you out. Let's have a look. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Forget the Emperor accessories. We don't want that. More free-to-play heroes with good stats. Better KVK rewards like Guildfest rewards will be updated. New free-to-play research tree since the last ones were added were only had tomes. I agree. It would be nice to have some more free-to-play stuff. I think add linked resources like they did with gems. They could make gatherable RSS like 10 times what they currently are, but they are linked to your account, so they would be worthless to bots. They could also bring out an RSS monster or sell these linked RSS in events for event currency. Yo, that's actually kind of a dub for IGG. If IGG really wanted to get a handle on the RSS market. Okay, IGG, this is really a good one for you guys, because this really kind of puts you on the spot here as do you actually have a hand in the RSS market, the black market in Lords Mobile, or do you actually hate the fact that it affects your bottom line? If you were to actually go ahead and make the RSS linkable like you've done with the gems, so that any RSS that you gather on the map is linked to your account, that would be crazy. Can you imagine that? That would be crazy. Like, you could still send people RSS, but only bagged RSS that you got from packs and you got from events and stuff that goes directly into your bag. But any RSS that you gathered on the map, you couldn't actually send to your guildmates. That's specifically linked to your account. That would prevent people from putting bot hives into kingdoms and gathering for a week and making multiple banks and then transferring all that resource over to other players for dollars outside of Lords Mobile. That's kind of crazy though, isn't it? Can you imagine? That would be kind of crazy. That would literally put a massive spanner in the works for the bot market. Somebody here has just said, make Worthy the owner of Lords Mobile. The game would be better for the good. Worthy Prince hero skin. Okay, we're getting silly now. Worthy Prince hero skin. I love it. Okay. Overall, I think there was a lot of really good feedback there. There was some ideas were better than others. Some ideas were definitely better than others for sure. But we definitely had some good feedback. And now I can bring my leader back to life. Here she comes, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Stormfox. No, not Stormfox. She doesn't have an animation when she comes back. She just appears. It's not that. It's not the same, is it? Okay. I'm back. Yay. I need to register for Guild Showdown, actually. I need to do that in a bit. We've got Dragon Arena this Friday with our 150 level 2 Dragon Wing boots, which is really nice. So looking forward to that on Friday. Baron this weekend. And yeah, that's about it. So there you go. That's the feedback we've got. I mean, if you take a look at all of that feedback there was some really good ideas, which you guys at IGG could implement. There's definitely a lot of stuff which is repeated a lot there as far as what needs to be fixed inside the game currently. I think the biggest issues we saw there, as far as the events go, Guild Expedition keeps coming up again and again and again. I mean, at the end of the day, Lunite in there just is a no-go. It needs to be no Lunite. It needs to be healing like DA. That's what it needs to be. The whole point structure in there needs to be changed. Guild Expedition in its current form is just a no-go. And then the other biggest issue, which I'm seeing people saying again and again and again, is the bot-in, is the shield bots, is the tracker bots, you know. And I think if it's too much money or too much hassle or too much grief for you guys at Lords Mobile to actually fix these issues, then embrace them. Introduce features in the game which match the bot system. Let people use their watchtower via research to give you accurate kind of like notifications in the game. Maybe it's a message that pops up in the guild chat up here. Like in your guild chat, you get a notification pop up saying this person's shield's just dropped at this particular chords. That doesn't necessarily mean the person's going to get clapped. It means that you still need to go over there and scout the castle, look at the comp, make a decision, decide to rally. That guild can still notify their guildmate they're getting rallied, get them online, get them shielded. Maybe they come online, switch gear and cap you. But end of the day, right? Having people paying a third-party program, a subscription to have access to that feature, yeah, when 90%, 95% of the game population do not have access to that feature, is isolating your entire community, and that's what's making the community drop. Give everybody that feature, put those assholes out of business for making those Telegram bots, and put the actual features in the game. No one's going to pay a subscription service if they get it for free. So that's how you combat it, by embracing it. Make it part of your game. It's the cheapest way to do it. You haven't got to sit there and faff around of all the rest of the stuff. You just embrace it, make it a feature. To me, that would be the next big update I'd do in Lords Mobile. I'd embrace those bot features, put them in the game. Anyway, that's what I think. Hopefully, what I'll say as a last point here is this stream is actually addressed to Lords Mobile. We've at Lords Mobile this on the title. There's been a lot of really good feedback here, not just from me, but from the community. We've got a poll going in the chat, which is, can IGG save Lords Mobile? We've had over 800 votes on this poll over the last 2.5 hours that we've been talking about this topic. 58% of people say that Lords Mobile cannot be saved by IGG. So IGG, we put it to you. Can you prove 58% of my community, or over 800 people, a lot of them don't believe in you. They think you're just going to absolutely mess this game up. Can you prove us wrong? Can you come out with the next updates to this game that's actually going to make us realize that you do actually care about this community that you have created? You made the game. You have created this community. And it's your responsibility to look at it, look after it, and help it to thrive. So let's see now going forward. Maybe this time you will listen. Who knows? Who knows, right? Maybe they'll listen to some of this stuff and we'll actually get some positive changes. I guess the only thing that's going to determine this is time and see what they do. But I certainly, for one, would like to see Lords Mobile do a lot better than what it has been lately. I'd like to see it become great again like it was a couple of years ago. But it's not going to happen unless you make some really good positive changes that help, help players enjoy the game more than they do now. There you go. I think I've harped on enough about all of it. I did say to you guys yesterday when I done yesterday's live stream that I was going to spend 2 days talking about all this. Yesterday we went through a lot of stuff. Yesterday we were talking more about the faults in IGG, the issues, and looking at the timeline of where it's all gone wrong. And today was more of a positive stream to talk about the possible resolutions to fix the problem. I don't think there's any better place to look for resolutions like this than your actual gaming community. Hashtag make Lords Mobile great again. I like that. Can we get that spammed in the chat, guys? Because it just will look cool. Make Lords great again. Can we get this spammed? I didn't do it properly because I left a space between great. Make Lords great again. There you go. Hashtag make Lords great again. Can we get that? Can we get, is it possible to get a hashtag make Lords great again train in the chat? That would be a cool way to finish off here. Can we get that? I think that would be a cool thing, guys. But you know what? There's nothing else we can do now. We just have to wait. We just have to wait now and see what they do. I mean, we already know that the phase 2 event of this King Kong Godzilla event is another RNG money swipe thing. So we can't judge them for that because they've already made that bad decision, unfortunately. But I guess the real judging will come on the next event after. And the one after that. And the next big update. Nightbot is going to snipe you if you say the same, if you spam. So don't spam it. Just say it once. If you keep multiply spamming it, you're going to get Nightbot sniped. So just say it once, guys. Thank you for the make Lords great again train. That looks absolutely awesome. I love it, guys. Guys, there's nothing more to say on the topic. And I won't be talking about this anymore now. I'm just going to sit back and wait and see what IGG do with the next big update. Hopefully, this stream makes an impact. Hopefully, they take some of this stuff. I'm not asking them to take everything everyone said on board, but hopefully they take some of the major points on board from this stream and do exactly what you guys are writing in the chat right now. Make Lords great again. Absolutely. That's what I would love to see. Mystery in the chat says, open the treasure box. It's so annoying. Sorry, I forgot. I've not opened it. There you go. I'll open the box for you. There you go. Just to fix your OCD. All right. Loving it. Is there any packs in the store today we want? No is the answer, because we're behaving ourselves today. Yes, I'm behaving myself today. Actually, honestly, there's nothing really in here that I'm interested in anyway. I was looking earlier. I don't want stars. Even though I do need monster energy. It depends. If, oh God, Oracle's in here. Oh, hell no. You know what? It would be great if Necrosis was out, but I don't think Necrosis is out today, is he? I've been waiting for it. It's not out. We got Trojan, and we got the voodoo doll, the voodoo thing. Oh God, no, I don't want those. I want Necrosis. That's what I'm after. We'll have to wait for that one to come out, guys. We'll have to wait for that one. Okay. All right, guys. That's going to be it from me. I want to keep it under 3 hours. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for participating in the feedback forum in my Discord. I really do appreciate all the community feedback, and I was really happy to share that today with the community. It's been a pleasure. Guys, I'm done for the evening. I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow I have a little bit of a surprise for you, because tomorrow we're going to be doing the Guild Bash thing. I know I said I was doing it today. I know some of you guys are going to be like, but you said it was today. I know I said it was today. I know. But you know what? Let me tell you why very quickly. It's not today. It's not today because I ended up going out doing a bit of clothes shopping this afternoon for my vacation. And so I wasn't able to edit or stream or anything this afternoon, because this stream should have been a lot earlier, right? I should have done this stream at like midday today, but ended up being a lot later because I went out this afternoon and bought some clothes for my... Actually, I didn't buy them. It's my birthday present from my mum. My mum decided that she was going to treat me to some new clothes for my vacation in May with my dad. So she went ahead and took me out and bought me some new clothes, which was really nice of her. Thank you, Mum. Yeah, no, it was nice, right? So I ended up going out for lunch and having some money spent on me, which was really nice. So I never really got the chance to do anything today. So I ended up doing this live stream this afternoon. So we will scam. we will do the Guildfest Bash event tomorrow afternoon around about 4 p.m. UK time, or maybe a little bit later. Make it an evening thing. We'll do it tomorrow though. I promise. I absolute promise we'll do it tomorrow. And if you guys are wondering what the hell is the Guild Bash event, the Guildfest Bash event, it's basically going to be me going on my rally trap, joining and making a new guild. You guys can join me with whatever accounts you've got, as long as you can defend yourself. And we're basically going to migrate to different kingdoms, and we're basically going to tile hit the crap out of the level 5 forests in all these different kingdoms and just annoy a bunch of people. Hey, it's a mechanic in the game. I'm not breaking the rules. So we're going to migrate around and we're going to absolutely wreck people's guild fests by hitting all their level 5 tiles. It's going to be a new event we do every guild fest for one day. So yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. All right. We'll do it tomorrow. I promise you guys. I won't forget. I will register for Showdown. I'll do it after the stream. There's no need to do it now. I got 10 hours. It's okay. Yeah, look, K-King's like, why? I know, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have a laugh. I'm going to get so many people coming into the stream absolutely triggered because we're tile hitting, but it's going to be funny as hell. It's evil. It's totally evil. It's an evil stream. It's going to be evil. Yes. Okay, guys, again, thank you so much for supporting. I really appreciate it. If you haven't pressed the like button, please do. Please share this as well with your line groups so people can see all the feedback that came back from this community. I really do appreciate all of your support. I will be back with you guys tomorrow for Guildfest Bash. But until then, chat, you know how this next bit's gonna go. Stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out. Ladies, guys. Bye.